and thunder. There's lightning in your stride.
Power Trip Morning Show, March 10th of 26. I'm Corey. That's Chris. That's Paul. Absolute chaos in the NFL yesterday. That was kind of nuts.
Weird, man. It was a weird day, period. But yes, in the NFL particularly.
Chaotic outside of the NFL as well for you personally or for the world?
It just seemed like a weird day. I don't know. I don't know. I was off kilter all day. And then football stuff happened.
Well, maybe Zach's right. Maybe it takes 2 to 3 weeks to come back from daylight savings.
He's over there. Sorry.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah. Big stuff, man.
Yeah, the Vikings wheeling and dealing, kind of.
Sure.
Couple of deals here, couple of deals there. 1 million people leaving, 1 million people joining the squad. Who knows? Maybe
Ryan
tomorrow.
Wright leaving.
I didn't
see that.
Yeah, big money for the punter.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Somebody said, was it Brer or Gerdsey or somebody said that he was mad at PA once for calling him Pudgy. Do you guys know that? I didn't know that.
The hefty punter or something?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
He wasn't mad at us for calling him Nate Wright 30 times during a celebrity softball game. He was super cool, and he came up to us after the game. He was like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
We're like, we knew your name. Why did we call you Nate Wright 30 times? And nobody corrected us.
Very good dude.
The long snapper loved it.
Yeah, and Kirk Cousins told us to keep doing it.
Yeah. Kirk did love it.
Oh, yeah. He goes, it's Ryan, by the way, but keep calling him Nate. We're like, it is Ryan.
Yeah.
Why are we calling him Nate?
Yeah.
I think Nate Wright played for the Vikings like in the 70s.
I think you might be correct, yes.
But who knows? It was written down Nate Wright on our little call sheet. So we just never corrected ourselves. No, and he was super cool about it.
It's a good bit, though. We should do that. Somebody put down the wrong name.
Just wrong name and have him keep doing it. Yeah,
he was great.
Something like $14 million. A lot of money for a punter.
Yeah, a lot of them got paid yesterday, too.
And the weird thing about the Ryan Wright, got it, yes, contract, he went to college in New Orleans. But he's not from there. Yeah. I think he's from California.
God, I would not have graduated.
No, partying on Bourbon Street. No, he went to Tulane, I think.
Oh, sweet.
Jeez. Like we've always said, visiting New Orleans as an adult male specifically, it's so much fun. Yeah. Can't imagine living there.
Oh, dude, I would definitely have been into Wicca.
Like witchcraft?
Yeah,
like most of the members of Godsmack.
That's what I mean. I'm not the
See?
That's pretty good. That also sounds like
Bobcat moonlighting as the lead singer of Godsmack.
Gotta lie, Wicca.
Or the kid from Overboard.
Yeah. One and the same.
I'm the only one.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, Wicca, witches, scary ladies.
Yeah, you're into all that.
If they could shrink your head, they can make it bigger, right?
I would bet.
All right, good.
Yeah, I don't know how that stuff works. Yeah. Doesn't Brad Pitt still live in New Orleans?
I
know he did. I think he did for a long time. I don't know if he still does. I mean, you would think you almost have to live in Los Angeles.
Does he live in the Rising Sun?
I don't think so. Why do I remember him at some point?
He has a foundation, a nonprofit foundation called Make It Right, which rebuilt a bunch of homes after Hurricane Katrina.
That's very sweet of him.
Bad news.
What?
He and Angelina Jolie sold their French Quarter mansion in 2016 following their divorce.
So he did live there for a while, but post Jolie, he's probably now just in Los Angeles.
It's just a quarter of a mansion?
Damn. And it was French.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guess who it was later sold to?
It's
Chalamet.
Paul Allen.
Yeah.
Microsoft co-founder.
Oh.
R.I.P.
Yeah, he
Paul
passed
Allen.
away.
Figures.
Yeah, he's deader than hell.
Figures.
No, he needs a voodoo doctor.
That black magic, man.
Resurrect him like Jon Snow.
Didn't you say like last week all the profit they're going to make off selling those
the Blazers and the Seahawks going to charity.
Blazers.
Oh, the Paul Allen family they're still going to be billionaires, but the excess money they're making from those two sales reportedly are going to charity.
Wow.
And the Seahawks are supposed to go for what? Something like $10 billion.
Yeah.
9 to 10 billion.
Yeah.
Good for them, man.
Insane.
I bet that's fun to have that kind of money.
Yeah.
But again, let's get back to Wicca. Did you guys hear the audio of the lady who shot at Rihanna's house?
No.
They released it, and she's got issues.
Is she in an alternate dimension? She doesn't live in this timeline, does she?
She's pretty sure Rihanna is a witch.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Well, hang on. Let's hear her out.
Rihanna wants to say that we are flying and we're not. The way that Rihanna wants to kill me shows that we're not going to show this right now. Listen, Rihanna, when you die, God is taking me to my future. Yeah, she's a witch. I'm a watchman. She's a witch. Get that stupid girl out of here. I'm fighting with the devil himself. And that's why you got Rihanna over there all jealous. Because her faith is the devil. Rihanna's faith is the devil. Okay? I don't like her. And she's always trying to steal from me. She only did her little music thing so that she can do witchcraft. And so that she can steal from people. So everybody, please, don't listen to her. Don't follow her. Don't give that girl any air, space, or time. Because she's stealing from you. Okay? She's stealing from you. So you guys need to wake up and don't give that girl any attention. They want to come over here and steal my thoughts. Mm-hmm. But baby, I am over your head. I am intelligent.
Okay, so 2 things about that. You're right. She made some good points.
Yeah.
Second of all, obviously she's sick. Third of all, that's why you don't use dating apps.
Oh, boy.
Am I right? Because, like, you got on a date and you're like, man, nice Hooters. She's an owl catcher. Pretty girl. Nice car she drives. At least it starts. Again, the Hooters. And then you realize that she believes all that nonsense she just said.
Yeah.
Just don't use Witcher.
Is that what it was, Witcher?
Witcher.
Yeah.
Man, I'm getting soft as I get older because that just
Breaks your heart,
depresses
doesn't
me.
it?
Yeah, because it's like that's somebody's baby girl,
You're going to
and
start adopting cats like Howard Stern.
Yeah.
and she's well. It's if she was just like a social media influencer with that's a complete biatch and just evil, I'd be like, well, that's her fault. This chick's just mentally ill.
I know.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, if that was my daughter, I'd be like, God dang it. She's not shooting Rihanna because she's mean or jealous. She's literally nuts.
Yeah.
And that sucks.
And you know what the sucky thing
Dang
is?
it.
She had access to an AK-47.
Yeah, well, there's that.
Yeah.
Is how does somebody like that have
Easily.
the right to have a gun that can just wipe out somebody like Rihanna or anybody for that matter?
Yeah.
My God.
I know.
Oh,
That's why
boy.
you don't get mad at the person in the drive-through lane.
Just in case.
Because she might have the AK and think that the Lord is going to take her above.
Yeah.
No, not above, to her future.
Yeah, her future.
Yeah.
That's not the same as heaven. To her future, it could be a lot of different things.
A lot.
And the problem is I don't think she knows what her future means even.
No.
Touche. You know, the future is, from what I've seen.
Can I add one caveat to what you were saying about don't piss off the person in the drive-thru?
Certainly.
Unless they're ordering hot food in the Dairy Queen drive-thru.
Yeah. And then you know what? It's time for you both to meet God.
Correct.
That's me all the time.
Yeah.
I know. Go inside.
Go
Not in a
inside.
while, but that was me in high school. Shout out to the Lindstrom, Minnesota Dairy Queen. That's made me survive for about 4 years. Those chicken strip baskets in Lindstrom.
I'll tell you
There
what.
weren't a lot of options. I crushed the DQ.
I'll tell you what. You give me a Dairy Queen that has 2 lines, one for food, one for hot eats, one for cool treats. I'll go to that son of a bitch every day, even if I'm not hungry.
Just to support it.
Just to support it, just to stay in business. because I hate waiting in line.
You're supposed to order your hot food inside.
Yeah, hot food
Yeah.
inside, hot eats in the inside, cool treats outside.
Yep.
What about
Start on that.
what if you go to McDonald's and should there be a McFlurry line and a burger line?
No, because I'm pretty sure they know you're going to have a McFlurry on your way there.
Yeah. Right.
The app just knows.
Already
Yeah.
made.
The app does know.
You would have loved it, Chris. I went there. I went to DQ a few weeks ago. Went to the drive-thru to order a chicken tender basket, and they said their kitchen had closed. It was like 8:30, and so
Their kitchen had closed?
yes, so it's just ice cream only. You would have loved it.
That's the greatest Dairy
Yeah.
Queen of all time.
Yeah.
Well, hey, does the
They
restaurant close at 9:00?
10, I think.
But how
So-
can you close the
Yeah.
kitchen at 8:30 if
Yeah.
the store closes at 10?
Because you're sick of dealing with
Oh my
Wiggins.
gosh!
Yeah. You're sick of going to see your future.
Because Hawk showed up with an AK.
Yeah.
Alex Keel.
Yeah. Alex Keel.
And he
Yeah.
wants a flurry. Nope,
No,
a blizzard.
Blizzard. And Hawk wants hot food, so they're star-crossed at this point.
And if you're tuning in, yes, we hired that Lewis guy who's a comedian. Nope. What's the guy who sounds like Zach right now?
Stephen Wright.
Stephen Wright.
That guy.
Yeah.
I'm like Richard Lewis.
Richard Lewis. He passed
R.I.P.
away.
He's also dead.
Say it's a small world, but you wouldn't want to paint it.
It's a small world, but I wouldn't want to paint it.
Yep.
Painting
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Corey's going to start painting pretty soon.
Yeah. You're going to start adopting cats.
Yeah, I'm never going
Tell
back
you.
to cats.
No, you can't.
Grew up with cats, loved them, but once you go to dogs, you can't go back.
I'm
It's
so
hard.
glad that Howard has found the love of his life and love of animals because it's incredible how he loves them, right?
Yeah.
But he would beat his own ass if he was.
Oh, sure.
If he met 1994 Howard Stern in an
Yeah.
alley, he would say, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, but again,
It's
it's
unbelievable,
what we
isn't it?
talked about with Ben yesterday.
Yeah.
That's the beauty of wisdom and age and experience.
Yeah.
Is you look back and you go, "What was I doing? Why did I care?
Right.
Why did I do this? Why did I fork somebody's lawn? Why did I FORK the actual?
Yeah.
Why did I toilet paper that kid's house? That kid was having a tough time in high school. Why did I do that?
You are. By the way, I say this with all due respect and a compliment. You're going soft. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
You hated everybody.
I still hate
I'm
most
afraid
people.
to ask you this question. Are you excited about Valentine's Day?
No. That's
This
nuts.
was a month ago.
Yeah.
It's
I don't even know if I saw my wife on Valentine's
Yeah.
Day.
It's 11
Are you
months.
But it
excited?
changed like last week sometime.
Are you excited for the holidays?
Next Christmas? Like we're like a week from St. Patrick's Day.
I'm going to ask the hard question. Do you like Doogie? You've changed.
Yeah.
Some things never change. Hey, by the way, speaking of change, the whole building's getting a renovation,
Yeah.
Sex!
right?
Whoa.
And so they're ripping down walls, they're
Yeah,
ripping
man.
up ceilings.
Put 'em back up.
Yesterday they ripped out all the carpet. I say we go carpetless in the main studio.
Why
I like the industrial feel of just concrete.
Yeah.
It feels like like Tom Hanks in Big got a loft and said, "I'm a kid. Why would I need carpet? Let's just make a mess."
That's a good point.
We don't even need carpet in here. I like this look.
I agree.
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe get it one color. It looks like it's kind of nonsense, but just leave it concrete. Who cares?
Yeah.
We don't need carpet.
I'm with you. Screw
Save
it.
some money.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's probably better sound deadening, or maybe it's not. Hell, who cares?
Who cares
Who cares?
anymore?
Cares.
Yeah, that would be the reason against it. But
Yeah.
they got that what's the stuff where like they pour it and
Epoxy.
It, like, epoxy.
Yeah.
That those floors are sick.
Epoxy
Yeah.
upon you,
Dude,
too, you
exactly.
witch.
Yeah. Yeah, you witch. You witch.
Zachary, I don't know why they're so hard on you. I love and support you.
See, look.
What is going
Wait a
on,
minute.
He
man?
would
Wait a
be
minute.
Zacko.
Did you find God?
Yeah. Well
Let's
played.
not say things we
Corner
can't
of
take
First and
back.
Amistad?
Man, take me to my future.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, I know.
Jeez.
Yeah.
sad.
That even Even Marshall Applewhite from Heaven's Gates, like, calm down.
Yeah,
lady.
relax, lady.
Like, at least I didn't think I was going to the future. I thought
The
I was
former
getting on a
Texas Longhorn?
spaceship.
Yep. The former Texas Longhorn.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah.
It was Major Applewhite and Marshall Applewhite, and they both were kind of in the zeitgeist at the same time,
Yes, they
like
were.
relatively close, where it's
Yep.
like people got those two confused. One was a college quarterback, one was a quarterback of a cult.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man,
They both had good shoes.
when was Major Applewhite at Texas? How many years after Heaven's Gate?
It had to be real close.
It felt like it was within
Yeah.
5 years, maybe a little bit. I don't know. It was close enough where people got the names mixed up frequently.
Yeah, frequently. Yeah.
Which one would you rather be?
He was the
Major.
quarterback at Texas from 98 to 01.
Yeah, and Heaven's Gate was what, 96 ish, somewhere in that range. So
Had to be.
just a couple years, maybe 95 or 96 or 97. So just a couple years before Major Applewhite was at Texas.
Did you run into Cindy Lou Who somewhere?
No,
Because your heart has definitely grown.
Yeah.
what year was
Nine-
Heaven's Gate was when?
Heaven's Gate, 1931 to 1997 is basically.
So he died in 97.
Yeah.
So 1 year before Major Applewhite took over.
Yeah.
So he was Marshall Applewhite, huge deal, national story. Heaven's Gate was a giant deal.
Yeah.
They all killed themselves.
They cut their wieners off.
They castrated themselves, and then they
Why?
tried to get to.
Because they're nothing but troubles.
They tried to catch a ride on a
Not
spaceship,
anything anymore.
They were looking for their future.
and then
They get you into witch porn.
a year later, Major Applewhite is at Texas.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something else?
Think if in 1993 the quarterback for Texas was named like Joff Dahmer.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It'd be like Joff Dahmer.
What?
Joff.
Oh, no.
Any relation? No, sir.
No,
sir.
that's just Joff.
That's, yeah.
There's a cult in Kansas right now, it says here,
Oh, no.
called the Booby Doctors, and it's led by A.J. McCarthy.
Jay McCarthy.
This is terrible. This is just terrible.
Well, Huck's
What's
out.
going
Or
on? Hey, by
Zach's
the
out.
way, I'm pretty sure I'll give you $50 to $1. I'm pretty sure he thinks it's called Heaven's Skate.
Me?
You said it 3
Yeah,
times.
you don't get to
said
skate in
Heaven's
heaven.
Skate,
Oh,
which
did I
sounds
say
like
Heaven's
something I
Skate?
did at the roller derby place when I was
Yeah.
a kid. When you might just,
You skate while you're reaching heaven.
you
Yeah.
might get to touch it at
Yep.
a Hooter.
God, you need help.
It's the Heaven's Skate.
Yeah, it's the Heaven's
I'm going
Skate.
for the Hooters, boys.
Man.
Sir, right this way. Put your hands behind your back.
Yeah, please leave.
No, I was a kid.
Sir,
I'm still a
You're
kid.
55.
Yeah, you're 50. Go home. Find some witch porn.
Corey likes me.
Yeah.
You have a goatee, sir. Come with us.
Corey's not here. He's rescuing cats off the street.
Builders and Remodelers brings you the first segment of the Power Trip Morning Show. Thanks, Builders and Remodelers.
Thank you, builders and remodelers.
John Bonus back next week. Marnie Gellner in like an hour. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Every now and then you find a deal that actually feels
Archer Morning Show. Here we are. Lots going on in the world of sports and non-sports, and everywhere in between. I do like, we had 3 weeks without football. And then it's right back into it, baby.
Here's how dumb I'm getting as I'm getting older.
Uh-oh.
We talked for the last week or so. Hey, the tampering period's on Monday, right? And I'm just so disconnected from sports, and people think that's a bit, but I'm just not. I watch it once in a while, but I just don't engage super frequently outside of what I need to know for the show. Yesterday morning, you were like, yeah, it's tampering today. Legal tampering. I've been on this show for almost 25 years, right?
Yeah.
I've gone through a whole bunch of, quote, legal tampering periods. I forgot it was basically free agent frenzy.
Yeah.
I thought this was one of those is this when the rumors start leaking out? I thought Wednesday or the league, when the league year starts, that's when all hell breaks loose. I forgot that they actually start breaking the news during the tampering, and then they all get legally signed when the year starts.
Yes.
So in my mind, I'm like, man, Wednesday is probably going to be nuts. And then yesterday was berserk, and then obviously
Berserk, yeah.
the only thing we're really waiting for is when all of when the league year starts and all of the cuts come through, like Kirk and Kyler and stuff like that, then those guys hit the market and all those names start flying. But yesterday was just chaos, and I was like, what's going on here? How did I forget about basically free agent frenzy being tampering Monday? I flip on ESPN and McAfee's losing his mind because Schefter's tweeting every 6 seconds.
Yeah, they did a good job.
They did a really good job.
Yeah.
It's a great show.
I didn't want Kenneth Walker to go to the Chiefs.
Yeah,
Come
one's
on,
tough.
man. They've had enough winning.
Yeah, that one's tough.
Yeah, let them go like that.
Pretty good.
I don't know. Some team that sucked for a long time.
Well, did you guys see the rumors that Travis Etienne was potentially a Viking?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that from the Vikings, of course, but there were a lot of rumors that the Vikings were trying to get in on that.
Yep.
And he signed a pretty big deal to go to the Saints.
Yeah.
Which is apparently, again, where he kind of grew up.
Yeah.
In Louisiana.
And then that guy with 3 names, John Franklin Myers, the guy that Lieber, he went somewhere else yesterday.
Tennessee, I think,
yeah,
right?
I think you're correct, yeah.
From Denver.
Tyler Lindenbaum goes to the Raiders.
Huge deal there.
That's a big deal.
Yeah.
Malik Willis goes to the Dolphins.
Man, he made a lot of money in a very small window of playing.
4 games.
I know.
And I forgot.
That's a gamble.
The Packers' former defensive coordinator is the head coach there.
Jeff Hafley.
Yeah,
exactly.
I forgot about that.
That's right. All right.
So but look, if you're a first-time coach, right? We've talked about this 1,000 times. Your fate is almost always tied to the success of your quarterback.
Yeah.
So to have your shot, you're the Dolphins coach, and this might be your only chance to be an NFL head coach. And you're like, I trust him.
Yeah.
I know him. It's not a fluke.
No.
Let's do it. That is a huge vote of confidence, but you're betting your career on Malik Willis's career, at least for the first year or two.
Yeah.
Better work.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a lot of money for the kid.
A lot of money, yeah.
Jalen Naylor,
Yeah.
who was on this show, 5 months ago for Toys for Tots. He's out the door. He's on his way to Las Vegas.
Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, good.
Be careful out
Do
there.
you guys
man.
remember that? Do you guys remember? I'm not trying to air out dirty laundry and start stuff that we shouldn't be saying, but there was a crowd at Shields when we were doing Toys for Tots.
Sure.
Do you remember? I forget which one of you asked. It was one of the two of you. You guys asked about catching just rocket throws from McCarthy. Remember how he always throws his fastball?
Yeah.
One of you asked, you ever want him to take a little off the top and just, put a little touch on? I forget how you guys worded it, and I don't remember which one of you it was. But the look on Naylor's face was like, oof.
Yeah.
Could you not throw the heater every time? He answered. The answer on the air was very kind of company line, like, hey, man, ultimately it's our job to catch whatever he throws. But the look on his face was, you nailed it.
Yeah,
I wish he wouldn't throw it 1,000 miles an hour.
Yeah, correct.
Now, maybe that was just us reading his facial expressions more than he wanted us to, but all of us afterwards were like, did you see the look on his face?
Yeah.
He looked like he didn't disagree with that take.
Not at all.
Not at all. So you wonder, maybe he's like, look, I don't know who's coming here. But if it's McCarthy, maybe I should just go to Fernando Mendoza in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
They spent a lot of money yesterday,
They did,
the
yeah.
Vegas
Yeah,
Raiders.
man, go for it.
And can you imagine, how old's Naylor? 25-ish?
Probably 26, maybe.
25, 26 years old,
Don't say it.
making a ton of money, and you're in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Yeah. Yep. And you
That
get
guy had a hell of a tampering Monday.
Yeah, you get to play on a team with a young quarterback and a ton of cash.
And you're in Vegas.
And
You're in Vegas.
Yep.
Yeah, just go ahead and make my check out to WYNN.
Yeah. Sir, we can just direct deposit it. Nah, this will be
Yeah,
easier.
let's do this.
Man.
I don't know, man. I thought the Vikes might have a quarterback by the end of the night last night.
Yeah,
I mean, after listening to Bump, I thought it was going to happen. I really did. I thought it was going to happen while I was listening to him.
talking about Kyler?
Yeah.
He officially
Gets released tomorrow.
hasn't been cut. And like we talked about yesterday,
See, I don't know what tampering is and what it's not.
Well, Miami, the reason that Tua signed with Atlanta or is going to sign with Atlanta is, as even though Musk made a joke about it, and he's correct, the Miami Dolphins released a sizzle reel thanking, then you can speak with them. They haven't done that in Arizona. They haven't said goodbye on social media.
We got to put a little sizzle in it,
Yeah,
right?
But
Zach?
isn't two of the post June 1st things so then they can spread out the cap hit over 2 years?
Yeah, you might be right. Yeah,
So I think
And the
that's
cap hit
why
is
he's
incredible.
it's a record.
yeah, 99.
$99 million.
So 99 million dead cap over 2 years, and they're like, "Well, man, that's going to absolutely obliterate the Dolphins' cap the next 2 years, right?"
No.
Nope.
Beep, bop, boop, beep, boop.
Fixed.
Like your
Yep,
team,
they can
the
sign whoever they
Niners,
want.
They're loaded with high-end talent. They just signed Mike Evans.
If I said the same thing late this year when they were losing everyone to injury, Fred Warner,
Yeah.
Bosa. If you look at the Niners roster and now they have Mike Evans, if that team stays healthy, they're maybe the most talented
Yeah.
team in football.
What's holding them back, Sauce?
Injuries.
It's injury,
Oh,
including
I think that's what
Brock.
he would
Right?
say.
Brock,
No.
Brock missed what? How many games did Mac Jones play? Like 7?
Yeah, I think almost half, yeah.
Something like that.
I don't like this new happy and nice version of the Power Trip Morning Show. You didn't rip Brock Purdy when I asked you that.
Oh, well, it's his fault.
Okay, thank
There you go.
Ah,
See, you haven't changed
yeah.
yet.
No.
No, that team's loaded.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
they are,
It
yeah.
is.
Loaded,
They keep
loaded,
being
loaded.
loaded. San Fran, man.
Yeah.
Vikes were pretty quiet, man. They're pretty quiet.
They're waiting on that game
Yeah,
to be
quiet.
it's weird because you look around the league and you see some of these teams like the Packers that are losing everybody. Well, that's what happens. You have a high-end, high-priced quarterback.
It's also
We
what
don't
happens when
have
you build
that.
through the draft because you're going to get that 50-year option,
Yeah.
and then you're going to lose everybody to
How
big
about-
contracts everywhere. That's just how it happens, man.
How about the center? I don't know how to pronounce it. Jenkins for the pack that was cut yesterday.
Jinkleheimer Schmidt?
He's definitely going to be a Viking.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Good. Dan Orlovsky says here on the front page of ESPN that he's ready to declare Kyler Murray the quarterback of the Minnesota Vikings.
Well, so I have a question about that for you guys.
Would you like to ask us when we come back from the
I'd
break?
like to ask the new Corey because I think he'd have a really good answer.
Oh, he's petting kittens right now. He'll be
Well,
with
hang
you
on.
after the break.
Hey, the new Corey also does radio teases because my boss has asked me for 25 years to do
See,
them.
what's going
So
on?
watch this. When we come back, Sauce has a question about Kyler Murray. We will answer it. We'll talk Vikings football after this on the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
We're in the right side down.
KFAN Bracket Challenge has returned. Hit the contest page, and you can enter your bracket on Sunday when it gets released. The perfect bracket could score you $1 million. Time is going to be ticking eventually. Submit next week. KFAN.com keyword contest driven by Dave Smith Motors, America's only national car dealer.
No kidding. Dave Smith Motors. Huh. I know Dave,
Really?
but probably a different one. Probably a pretty common name now I think about it.
I know his brother Joe.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I know Rod.
Travel guy. It's time for some sports, and there's lots of sports to talk
There
about.
actually
We
is.
like it when there's plenty of sports to talk about. Here's Kind Corey.
Time now for Front Page Sports, presented by Holiday Station Stores.
Holiday Station Stores, spring into energy with Holiday. Grab Red Bull. 2 for $6 or 3 for $8.50. Those 8.5-ounce Red Bulls, including the spring edition. Don't know what that flavor is, but still. That's the beauty of Red Bull. They have like a billion flavors. Go try one, like the new spring edition. At Holiday.
I'm sure it's outstanding.
Wake up at Holiday.
They were handing out free Red Bulls. They had 3 people at the races handing out Red Bulls with backpacks on their back.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like I was robbing a bank. I wanted to go back like 85 times. I can afford to buy a Red Bull if I want.
Yeah, but they're giving them out.
They were
Yeah.
giving them out for free. I kept taking advantage of them. I wasn't even thirsty.
Yeah, get after
I
it.
was already so
No,
caffeinated.
don't feel
I was
guilty about
sweating.
free stuff.
And Corey,
Yes,
the
Zach.
spring edition is Cherry Sakura,
Damn right it is.
featuring a tart cherry
Do you
flavor
believe?
with
No,
hints
not
of
that lady.
with
What's
hints
that?
of almond and floral notes.
What's that second word? Cherry what?
Cicada.
Morning.
Oh, so good.
Oh, God. Cherry cicada. That's if John Cicada had been big enough, Ben and Jerry's would have done an ice
Yes.
cream named Cherry Cicada.
Yes. Oh, that sounds so
Tastes
good.
like freedom and sex.
Wow. You're
Oh,
right.
God. This pint has a little extra sex.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
Hand it over to Hawk.
You got your sex and my freedom.
Oh, man. You know what?
Oh.
I should have known. This wasn't sealed when I started eating it.
No, you're never gonna
Which one of you ate this first?
Why did he start singing?
Because I said sealed.
I know.
This tastes like seal.
Like blubber? No, the singer.
No. Come on, you've had this taste in your mouth before.
Oh.
I wish I remembered. And that might have been Porky's the movie. But it might have been Porky's the movie. I don't remember. Somebody out there tell me. And this is a terrible reference, but I'll say it anyway. A bunch of the guys pee in the punch bowl at the school dance, and then people are drinking it, and the dean of the school's wife, she goes, I've had this taste in my mouth before. I can't place
Oh,
it.
I think that is pork. Jeez.
God,
That is the Hollywood Nights,
Hollywood Nights, that's right.
1980.
Yeah, I think
Well,
that
what
might
is
have been
all
like
that?
Sylvester Stallone's first movie or something like that. I can't
I've
remember.
had this taste in my mouth before.
Yeah,
Oh,
and she's like,
gross.
Sauce.
Yes, sir.
Who drinks urine out of a punch bowl?
Dwight Hockey.
Oh, boy.
who saves kittens at Punch Pizza? Corey.
Punch pizza.
Punch.
Because it's the
It's a
punch
punch.
sign.
Yeah, the punch
He was
thing.
keeping
You
the
said
same
punch,
theme.
Remember? You had the punch.
Oh.
Hey, before the break, you said you had a question for us.
Oh, I do.
I was going to say, if you
Oh,
forgot
you
the
forgot
question,
to
then
do.
the radio tease completely falls
No.
away.
Please don't do that to
So-
Chad. He's already got one foot that doesn't work at all.
Why? What happened?
He's dropped.
Yeah, it's an injury from the war.
Yeah. Snoop Dogg got a hold of it.
Oh, poor Abbott. I have this theory about,
Herpes.
not theory, but
Relativity?
no, just in general, that I'm 90% sure Kyler Murray is going to be the quarterback of this team, right? And I'm also pretty sure that Kyler Murray is going to choose this team because this team gives him the best chance to rebound his career, right? And I don't think he's going to go to the Jets. Nobody wants to go to that team. That team's terrible. And you know, the options are limited now because a lot of these guys are going to have found jobs or are going to find jobs. My point here is is I think Kyler Murray's coming here knowing he's going to be the starter.
I agree.
And Arizona yesterday missed out on Malik Willis, who everybody thought they were going to get. I think the Vikings are going to trade J.J. McCarthy once they acquire the job or once they acquire Kyler Murray to be their quarterback. I don't think they want both on the team, is what I've gathered. So my question is,
I was going to say, where's the question?
do you think that's the right plan, or would you keep both of them, is my question. Because Kyler
you
isn't
want my
coming.
serious sports take answer?
I would like it, yeah.
If you sign a quarterback like Kyler Murray, you're admitting JJ is not going to work.
Correct.
So I think that's why when the Anthony Richardson idea got floated a week or two ago, I was like, I don't hate that because I don't think it's going to work, but you have two now absolute flyers. You let Richardson and JJ battle it out. Let the best man win. True training camp competition. Let's see if either one of them has something because they both have a lot of talent. They just might not be able to do it at the NFL level. This is different. This is an established guy. I mean, I don't think he's elite, but he's an established quarterback. He knows he's had success. He's had a lot of numbers. Maybe you don't think he can win, but he's a good quarterback. Maybe not great. Definitely not great, but good. I think this is the sign that it's over for JJ, so I'm with you. If you bring in Kyler Murray, I wouldn't have a problem with them trading JJ McCarthy.
Kyler's 27, right?
Yeah. I think, yeah.
26, 27, something like that. Man, that's tough, isn't it? Because, just because something's unprecedented doesn't mean it couldn't happen. But I don't think I've ever heard of a quarterback being replaced but kept on the squad and then ascending to being the starter again. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah,
not like this.
Because Geno Smith, that name, that lets you keep J.J. McCarthy.
Right.
Because you can sell to him, listen, he's here for a year. He's here if, you get hurt or whatever.
Same thing if Rodgers had come.
Correct.
But what about it? How many, is it a 1-year deal that you bring Kyler in, or are they going to try to sign?
I think it can only be a 1-year deal.
See,
Why?
I don't know.
Because of the money he's owed or something.
So to get him for like $1 million,
It's, yes.
which is, I think that's what
1.9
Orlovsky said
or
yesterday.
something.
Yeah, it's like one and change to get him. So you're spending almost nothing to get Kyler Murray here.
But and I like that part, but I hate the idea that we're getting another guy for 1 year.
But Kyler wouldn't want it to be for 1 year. He would, theoretically, if he has a monster year, then he stays here, right? Then he gets paid here to stay here and be the quarterback of the future here.
I think what you have to be able to do is, and I don't know enough about these contracts. I don't even know enough about my own contract.
Well, just sign it.
The Vikings, that's what I get told. The Vikings in their back pocket, however this deal works with Kyler, if that's who they end up with, they have to be allowed to franchise tag him. Because there are I think some of these deals, these guys don't want to be franchised. So if they have a huge year, then they can sign these giant contracts.
Like bigger than a normal year?
Yeah. So
I don't know. Yeah.
But I think, Corey, what you said is 100% correct. I think if the closer we are to this and the more likely this is going to be, I think this, and a lot of people nationally are saying the same thing. This means that you are probably moving on from J.J. McCarthy.
And that's fine. Again, one of the dumbest things a GM can do is not admit their mistakes. Now, we have a new GM, right? Rob Brzezinski temporarily, maybe permanently, we'll see. But now that Kwesi's out, almost always there's a cleaning of the house.
Yeah.
Well, Kyler Murray is a result of that.
Well, for sure.
They took Josh Rosen the 1 year, and then the next year they turned around and took Kyler.
Which is terrific because they knew Josh Rosen was the wrong guy, and they didn't try to, beat us over the head with it for 4 years in Arizona, going like, no, he's going to figure it out. No, he's not. So draft Kyler Murray.
It has happened to that Rosen yet. But,
he's pissed at me still.
He should be. I can't believe how rude you are to him.
Yeah, why did you ask to play that audio yesterday just to rub it in his face?
You guys are right.
But I'll tell you this. If you got a 27-year-old coming in and you believe he could be the guy and you can get anything of note for J.J. McCarthy, we need help at a lot of positions, but I don't think you can get anything of note for J.J. McCarthy.
Well, I think Arizona might be able to because they
need it.
They need it. They are desperate, and I don't know. I don't think even if I think they signed Garoppolo yesterday, or is it Minshew? They signed one of those guys.
Somebody signed Minshew.
Just as a
It was Arizona, I think.
yeah, just as like a stopgap, so they have somebody there. But yeah, that would be the team that you could maybe turn around.
I'm going to have a hard time calling him Kyler. Could he just go with Kyle?
Sauce, did you see on Twitter, who was it might have been NFL Network guy. Somebody said Kyler's going to Minnesota.
Yeah, it was Daniel Jeremiah.
No, it wasn't Kurt Bills. I don't think he's on NFL Network anymore.
No, he got fired, I think.
So this guy's theory, I forget who it was. This guy's theory was Kyler, Jordan Addison, Justin Jefferson, and now you admit that JJ's the wrong guy. So you trade JJ and you trade pick 18
for 7,
and you move up and you try to get your hands on Jeremiah Love.
Can you imagine that offense?
And say you have Jeremiah Love, Kyler Murray, Addison, and Jefferson, and you have a whole bunch of dynamic athletes. Now you just have to figure it out.
The teams at 8 and 9 probably don't need him anymore.
Well, 9 doesn't, because that's the Chiefs, and that's where Kenneth Walker the third went.
Whoever picks 8th, I think, also signed.
That's the Saints. Yeah. That's Travis Etienne.
Right. They don't need him either. So who knows how far you'd have to go up, but that would be outstanding. It's
a fun theory.
That's video game like stuff. But yeah. I don't know. The Kyler thing is unbelievably interesting because there are a lot of people have a lot of opinions on it. A lot of people don't want it. A lot of people don't think he's any good. And
we'll see.
Yeah.
But to JJ, if the Vikings are like, he just doesn't have it, then you got to move on.
Absolutely.
You got to move on. And I would think if I'm JJ McCarthy, I want to move on. If this team is like, we don't think you have it, okay, then find another team that thinks I have it.
Right.
Even if they're wrong again, go start over somewhere else and see if a different, change of scenery helps. Sometimes it helps. Sometimes it is just a validation that the first team was right. But you don't know until you know. And
if you're Kyler, you could easily say, well, you're not going to guarantee me that I'm the starter, then I'll just go to New York.
No, he's the starter, right? If he comes here, he's the starter.
I still believe that any quarterback believes they're going to be the starter. Because I can't imagine he looks at the film and goes, I don't think I can beat him out.
Right.
Do what?
And even if the Vikings publicly said we're having an open camp, an open competition between Kyler and JJ, I would guess KOC gives Kyler the wink, like we both know. I have to say that it's an open competition. You're going to easily win this competition. You're the quarterback.
The only time I should hear the name Kyler is when somebody's yelling at their preschooler on the playground. He's Kyle now.
Well, Tyler doesn't turn into Tile.
Yeah,
good point.
How many Kylers do you know?
One.
Right.
Yeah, one.
I know a Kylo.
You do?
You do?
Yeah, Kylo Ren. I don't know him personally. He's a fictional character from the Star Wars universe.
There's got to be. I would bet a lot of
R.I.P.
people named their child Kylo after that movie.
I'm sure there was a handful.
I think former...
if you want a kid that throws temper tantrums, sure, it's the right name.
Twin shortstop.
I'll tell you what, Corey.
What's that guy's name?
Please let me say my joke.
Kalen Culpepper?
Please. Can I say my joke?
Go.
Yeah. Sorry, Sauce. I know you're in the middle of a sentence, but
No, mine's not.
Can you imagine what it would have been like introducing Forrest if he'd been born a little bit later over there? I'm Corey Cove. I'm Chris Hockey. And I'm Forrest Lambert. I just felt like eating.
Yeah, I like eating. It's a problem. But I like it.
I mean, you need to eat to survive.
Yeah.
You do. Just not... Never mind. I'm going to stop now because I'm being inspired by kind Corey over here.
Yeah, that's kind of you.
Kinder Corey. But
why are we so hard on Rosen? I mean, the man's an icon. Yeah, Sauce piles on, man.
Me?
Please
yeah,
stop.
you instigate.
Probably.
Would you please take some inspiration from Kinder Corey over there?
Yeah,
I'm
chill
sorry.
out, man. Be nice.
I'm sorry, Rosie.
And you know what? I'm going to call him Kyler because that's his name.
Okay, babe.
And if I keep seeing those memes of him at the airport,
Yeah.
I'm going to piss myself.
Yeah.
This is the first quarterback, if he comes here tomorrow, and it sounds like he's going to, it'll be the first quarterback in Vikings history that Chris towers over.
Yes. Yeah.
I bet he's still taller than me. Damn
Yeah.
What is he, 5'10"?
Yeah.
it. Is he? Oh, son of a bitch.
Yeah.
What do you think he was, 5'2"?
Yeah.
hope so.
Right. Did you think he was Webster?
Did you see the picture of him at the airport counter?
God, you love that bit.
Please don't be Photoshop. Please don't be Photoshop. Please don't. Nope, it is. What really matters after this? Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Local sports stations. Catch the latest news on Fox Sports.
By Ovo LASIK and Lens. Get LASIK from Dr. Mark Lobanoff and Dr. David Whiting and the great staff at Ovo LASIK and Lens. Thanks, Ovo.
Thank you, Ovo.
Gotta lead with this. This is the lead story. The NBA has called off the Hawks' planned Magic City night. Magic City being the famous strip club in Atlanta.
I better be able to get my money back.
Saying that they heard many concerns from around the league. And they don't want to be a part of it. So the NBA is like, please don't do this. We're not doing this. The Hawks announced they wanted to pay tribute to, quote, an iconic cultural institution.
Yeah.
They were going to have the club's famous lemon pepper wings there and music and exclusive merch. And they were even going to have a pregame Magic City themed podcast for fans that showed up early.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
What's wrong with all of this?
Yeah. Hawk's right.
They are not doing it.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, this business has been supporting the area for so long. So many women have gone to college because of that. The wings are great. I can't believe they weren't serving the breasts.
Yeah.
The chicken
Hawk's
breasts,
right.
I mean.
Yep.
Because we all know the chicken breast sandwich there is delicious
At Magic City?
at Magic City.
So the Hawks are not doing this. The Wolves, though, are. On March 18th, Fred's
What?
Ass Shack is having a pregame special and a podcast at Target Center. March 18th.
Man,
It's about time.
it's about time for Fred's Ass Shack.
Yeah.
What's the podcast about?
About the iconic cultural institution
Yeah.
known as Andover's Fred's Ass Shack.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's Main Street, Andover. You ever seen it?
No.
Oh, it's right next to the community bank
It sounds
and the
sweet.
VFW.
It's
Yeah.
just, and their tater tot salad.
And there's an Aldi there.
Oh,
Is-
that sounds
And then you walk around the
Unbelievable.
corner, and this. I think Aldi and Fred's Ass Shacks share the same parking
Same parking
lot.
lot. That's exactly
so you
right,
Can,
yeah.
you can go grocery shopping, and
Yep.
then you can get adult entertainment
Yep.
Yeah.
at the same time.
Yep.
That sounds like a perfect Saturday afternoon.
Perfect Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like post church on Sunday.
Yeah.
Yep.
Get your errands done for the day.
I like to go to the Wednesday night, which is, everybody knows, I don't know why I'm even saying this on our show because you guys already know this,
Yeah.
but 2 girls, 1 cup night.
Oh, boy.
God.
When the drinks.
You have to share a cup for all the drinks.
Everybody has to
Yeah.
share one.
And you get 2 lap dances at once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What really matters, though, is this.
I want to throw some love out to rest in peace. The lead singer of Boston, Tommy DiCarlo, passed away
Oh.
yesterday from brain cancer. And you guys might remember, I through Bob Hagan, got a chance to take the stage with him a few times. And just a great dude, man, only 60 years old. Just a great guy. And he was so sweet. And he allowed me to come on. So we were playing in North Carolina, and he brought me on stage. I did 4 songs with his band, and he and his son, who was his guitar player, and he was the lead singer of Boston. And when he wasn't playing with Boston, he had his own band, and he'd invited me on stage a couple times, and he was just the sweetest dude, man.
I don't know the history of Boston at all. Was
Yeah.
he always the singer?
No, so Brad Delp was the original lead singer.
Okay.
And he's the guy you know the voice of. But Tommy was then the singer of Boston because Brad had died by suicide. And after he passed away and they got going with Boston again, Tommy took over, and damn, he could sing that
So,
stuff. It's
Brad
unbelievable.
was with the band when all the hits,
Yeah,
were-
any song you've ever heard from Boston was Brad.
but then Tommy was the touring lead
Exactly.
singer for the last, how many decades?
Let's see.
Like, when did he take over? Is that 80s?
Past 20 years.
Oh, past 20 years.
Past 20 years, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but they did nothing for the longest time. And but anyway, I'm so glad that I got to know him. Thank you, Bob, for introducing me. I know Bob is brokenhearted, just 60 years old. Just hit him in September, and we knew it was very aggressive, his brain cancer, obviously, and then he passed away yesterday. So sorry about that, man. Good dude. And,
That sucks.
And again, his son, just a slayer on guitar, and he played in the band together. To watch those two together was really something. So
Man.
rest
All
in
right.
peace, brother. Thank you for being kind to me.
That does really matter.
Yeah, it does.
What matters less, actually, Sauce, I know you keep an eye on the NFL, right?
Yeah.
Can you remind me, who the Steelers signed a running back yesterday, the guy that used to play for the Panthers, 2 years, $12.5 million almost. The hell was that guy's name? God, if I could only remember. Maybe you could help me out. The Steelers signed somebody yesterday. What was his name?
hold on.
The running back from
Can you help him
Carolina.
out, please?
Help me out.
I'm thinking about it.
I know you can do this.
Rico Dowdle? Dwaddle?
Still can't do it.
Doddle?
No.
Dowdle?
Yes.
Rico Dowdle.
There you go.
Rico Dowdle.
Rico.
The first day when you called him Dwaddle back in
I
the day,
did.
God,
You said
that
Dwaddle.
was,
Yeah, I
and
did.
then even as of 15 seconds ago,
And I'm not going to lie to you.
wasn't quite there.
For a moment there, I was wondering, is his name Dwaddle?
Right, because there's Jalen Waddle.
Yeah.
But this is Rico Dowdle. But Sauce once called him Rico Dwaddle.
Yeah.
And that's when he was reading his name.
I was, yeah. I'm not smart.
What's the dude's name?
Rico Dowdle. Dowdle. He plays for Pittsburgh now.
What's his name, though?
Rico
That's
Dwaddle.
established.
Nope. No.
Dowdle.
Yep.
Dowdle. Rico Dowdle.
Which one do you think it is?
I think it's the Rico Dowdle.
Remember when?
Remember when you became kind, Corey, except for to me?
Remember when somebody would ask your dad, like when you were in 9th grade,
Yeah.
about you, and he'd say, "I daddle graduate."
Oh.
Yeah, but see, the problem, that's going to confuse Sauce, because if somebody said, Jeff, how does your son walk? He dwaddles. He dwaddles to and from the lunch line.
I dwaddle over here.
Yeah, he's tired.
Oh, gosh. Are you going to play offensive line? Yeah. Why? Because you don't run, you dwaddle.
I dwaddle, yeah.
Ah, you dwaddled in your pants again. Damn it, son.
You're 29, Paul.
Yeah.
What really matters, though, is this.
I daddle ever move out.
Oh, brilliant.
Dwaddle. Rico Dwaddle.
How cool would it be to be this smart? And maybe all of us are capable of this. We probably all are. I don't know. Ioannis Economou is the chief translator of the European Commission. And he speaks 21 of the 24 official languages. Also, the only translator trusted with classified Chinese documents, which he considers his favorite language. He also says it's the most complicated. 21 of the 24 official languages he speaks.
Again, it's like, talk about a profession that 50 years ago would have been insanely valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now all of us have that on our phones.
Yeah. Well said.
We all have Duolingo,
That's true.
right? Like we all have
We all have
Google Translate.
Dowdle.
But
So
it's sort of
that guy, by the way, I didn't know there were, quote, 24 official
didn't
languages.
either.
Because obviously there's a bazillion different languages and dialects, but 24
official language.
globally recognized official
I
languages.
guess so, yeah.
If you can speak 21 of the 24, don't you just learn the other 3?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, good point.
I'm not
Yeah.
judging. This guy knows 20
good point.
more
Yeah.
languages than I do, and I barely know this one.
Yeah.
But if you're
why
at,
do you stop?
but if you're at
Yeah, good
21,
point.
just finish it. Get the other 3 done.
Yeah, get to the other side of it. Yeah. Don't dwaddle.
Right.
By the way, that's called polyglottism. Polyglottism, I bet it's 2 T's. Polyglottism, being able to speak a lot of languages. Yeah, you're right, man. Why didn't you learn the rest of them, you lazy son of a
And now
bitch?
I want to know which 3 it is.
English.
Oh.
What if English is one of them?
Yeah.
The Vikings are signing cornerback James Pierre from the Pittsburgh Steelers. Never heard of him, but
the Frenchman.
I guess
I
guess he's solid. 29 years old, spent all 6 of his NFL seasons with Pittsburgh. 2 years, just $8.25 million, $3.7 million guaranteed. So a huge splash.
Yeah, a huge splash. He plays a ton of special teams.
Okay.
Like all 4 phases of special teams. I think I read yesterday something he's played like over 1,000 snaps of special teams. So, yeah. I thought they'd make a larger splash yesterday, but there is today, there is tomorrow, and there's still a ton of the offseason left.
Yep, never heard of him. Let's
No,
hope
I
he's
haven't
good.
either.
What really matters, though, is this.
Good old, I'm going to call him Io because I don't want to say his name again. He was born in Crete, Greece. Not Greek. Crete, Greece. Inspired by foreign tourists who were visiting Crete, he began studying foreign languages at a young age. Of course, Greek is his number 1 language. He started learning English at 5. Then he moved to Athens with his family, learned German at 7, Italian at 10, Russian at 13, Swahili at 14, Turkish at 16. He'd learned 15 languages by the time he was 20. Then he went to the University of Thessalonica and learned the rest of them. He actually knows 32 total languages, but he speaks 21 of the 24 official ones.
Wow.
Do you want to know what they are?
Yeah.
Greek, English, German, Italian, Spanish, French, Finnish, Danish, Russian, Swahili, Hebrew, Arabic, Mandarin, and Bengali. That's some of them. That's not all of them. That's partial-ish. Why in the hell Wikipedia let me down? I don't know.
No kidding.
Yeah,
Again,
sorry.
and what are the three he's missing?
I don't know.
I'm more curious about that.
Yeah. Same.
Paul, do you think one of them's Canadian?
No, Canadian is. Well, they speak French in a lot of Canada.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Look at you.
Where
You know
Hogs Daddy
stuff.
was.
You know stuff.
That's right.
Yeah.
What else matters? The Chiefs, as we mentioned, are signing Kenneth Walker III. The Super Bowl MVP is going to the Kansas City Chiefs. 3 years, $43.05 million. Sauce.
Yes.
$43.05 million.
Yeah.
How much money is that?
$500,000.
I like it when he's confident.
And wrong?
Why am I wrong?
43.05.
0.5.
Oh, that's a good question. Is it 50,000?
Which one is it?
It's 50,000. I didn't hear the 0.5.
It's so hard to be a new me when
Yeah.
you're still the same
Well,
you.
you're mean to everybody but, or you're
You're mean to everybody's
kind to
butt.
everybody but me.
You're really being an ass to a lot of asses out there, Cor.
Yeah, what he said. Wow, what that guy said.
You want to hear something kind of crazy? Here's a stat. You guys like sports stats?
Yeah, man.
So the Chiefs last year had Isaiah Pacheco and Kareem Hunt as their main two running backs, right? Isaiah Pacheco did not have any carries 20 yards or more.
Wow.
And Kareem Hunt had one.
Holy moly.
Since coming into the NFL in 2022, Kenneth Walker has 34 carries of 20 or more, and that is the fourth most in the NFL over that span. So the explosive Chiefs offense is not explosive out of the running back position at all, which is weird because Isaiah Pacheco and Kareem Hunt have both been really good running backs at some point, right? Pacheco, even not this year, but the year before, seemed super dynamic. I don't know if statistically he was, but when you would watch games, you're like, man, that guy kind of runs with some force. He seems edgy.
I wonder how many
Guess
times
not.
in history the MVP was traded the next or let go the next year.
So somebody's
That's a good
after
question.
he won that stat got posted on SportsCenter because he was a pending free agent. And I think it's only a couple where the Super Bowl MVP left. It's extremely rare.
Well, yeah, because most of the time it's a quarterback.
Also true.
Yeah.
Man. It's a lot of money.
Yeah, it is.
It's a lot of money for a running back.
It's 25 years
25 years old though, man. That's young.
More of what really matters after this on The Fan.
Sauce, Max, Parker, myself for Bracket Bash watch parties on March 19th and the 20th
Why wasn't I invited?
to catch college hoops on the big screens and prizes flowing all day, including 65-inch televisions. Get all the details at KFAN.com. Keyword calendar.
I just can't believe that you guys don't think I
Yeah.
would enjoy being invited to a basketball tourney thing.
Yeah, I'm shocked.
Don't you already have...
You already have plans.
I do have plans, but the invitation means so much, you know?
Yeah, it's fun to say no.
Yeah, it's fun to say no.
Yeah.
I'm
Like
learning
what?
how to do that.
Like, watch, try, Sauce. Why don't you invite me to do something with you?
Hey,
Anything you want.
Do you want to come over and play putt-putt?
Hold on.
Wait, hang on. You have a mini golf course at your house?
No, I just meant I can set one up, though.
You can set up a golf course
Yeah, I
at
have
your
like
house?
this putting thing that I can...
What does
You
that
would
mean?
do that?
Yeah, it's just this like thing that helps you putt. You
So
wanna
just
do
like
that?
one 6-foot hole to practice on?
Yeah.
I'd like you to sit and lay in a 6-foot deep hole.
Wow. Why do you want me dead?
I didn't say that.
He just said he wants you to
Just want you to
relax.
lay down in there so I can.
You could.
I
What?
freaking
Oh,
love
good
mini
argument.
golf, but that sounds like hell. So no, thank you.
Yeah.
But I
Okay.
appreciate the
It's really
offer.
nice of you,
Thank
though. Yeah.
Yeah.
I do love mini golf.
Yeah. It's fun.
I follow this thing called Twin Tour on Instagram. It's just these two kids from Wisconsin who are twins that just play mini golf, and they
Yeah.
like edit their golf tournaments. Like,
Oh my God.
but here's what's weird. You know how exactly. So because they were on my algorithm, and I'm like, you find yourself watching these kids playing, and they're not kids; they're like in their 20s. But they edit it really well, and they play the same courses a lot. And I'm like, why do I care who wins this fake
Yeah.
tournament? And then you know how Instagram will say if anybody that you follow also follows random whatevers. Jonathan Grenard also follows them.
That's funny.
It's like me, my nephew Drew, and Jonathan Grenard
Yeah.
all follow these two random scrawny twins who mini golf. I'm like, what are we doing with our lives?
Yeah. That's funny, though.
Man, I wonder if I can tell this story on air.
Sounds like you can. Go for it.
He didn't do anything wrong. In fact, he did the exact opposite. He did everything right. So I had a gentleman tell me at a dinner that when he was in college, his friend's sister or somebody was dating Erasmus James. Remember that name?
Yeah,
of
great,
course.
great player, right? Wisconsin kid, right?
Yep.
And Erasmus was going back to Madison to hang out for a weekend. They were like having Erasmus James Day. And the kid says, hey, do you want to go to hang out in Wisconsin? And the guy was like, yeah, sure, let's do it. And he goes, well, great. Well, Erasmus James is going to pick us up on his way and take us to Madison with him. And the guy's like, are you kidding me? And he's like, yep. And he's like, well, okay, cool. So Erasmus picks him up in his big old, like the original H1, like Hummer H1, the big
Yeah.
one, right? And you know, the kid stand on the corner and he pulls up and the kid gets in. And it's just him and Erasmus for a minute before he picks up the other guy. And he said he got in, and Erasmus said, "Hey." And that was the last thing Erasmus said to him between picking him up on the corner and getting him to Madison. And he said the whole time I'm riding in the truck saying, he hates me so much. He's being forced to take me to Madison. How am I going to get back home? Because I don't want to ride in a quiet truck the entire way back home. And he said all he did was 10 and 2 and looked straight the entire time and never said a word. So they get there.
That's psychotic.
Yeah.
Well, they get out of the car and they're going about their day and they run into the lady and he's like, man, Erasmus hates my guts. He didn't say a word to me. She goes, no. He is a very good driver. And he will not speak to somebody while he's driving. And he said 10, 15 minutes later, Erasmus came up to him, had the best night of their lives. They were hanging out. He was friends with everybody, bought everybody drinks, was friends with everybody. Everybody loved him. He was the guy of the night. But he will not talk to you while he's driving, won't even look away from the road.
That's insane.
Wow.
Well, it's either insane or really cool.
No,
Yeah.
it's insane.
Now, this is all secondhand, but the guy who told me this, he was a great storyteller, and I believed him.
like being a lifelong Minnesotan, right? The awkward silence kills me.
Yeah. Same.
With a stranger. If you're in the same room with just one other person, you don't know them, you just small talk, right? That's like the elevator mentality. You got to ask them about the weather. Oh, yeah, your snow's coming next weekend, right? You got to say something.
You have to.
The idea of like a 4.5, 5 hour drive, not saying a word outside of, hey.
Yeah.
And then just raw dogging it for 4 or 5 hours.
Staring.
That is sociopath.
That's the greatest prank of all time, though. That is like getting in the elevator and then screaming as soon as it starts to go down.
Star used to
out
do
of nowhere.
That. Yeah.
What would have been even better is if the buddy didn't say Erasmus James is going to pick you up, just like a friend of mine is going to pick you up. So then if this guy's a sports fan, he realizes, is that Erasmus James? And then 5 hours of silence. Erasmus James, should I say that I know that it's him?
5 hours of silence.
He hasn't talked to me since Eau Claire.
Not a word. Not the radio either.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Oh, not even the radio?
Not even the radio.
All right, that is definition.
radio
That's
off.
psychotic.
That's why I think it
No,
might have been a prank. And if it was the prank, then I salute you, Erasmus James, if that was a prank. I love it even more.
Driving Joe Pesci out to the desert kind of psycho, right? Like
100%.
No radio, no talking. It's like, where are you taking me, sir?
And again,
like if your Uber driver did that, even though Uber now in the app, the police will absolutely know who picked you up, right?
Yes.
It's not like if your Uber driver doesn't say a word and doesn't have the radio on, that's the worst. I'm giving you 1 star.
Yeah.
That's terrifying. Say something.
No.
Say hi.
Shut up.
Oh, God, you guys are
Who are
weird.
you talking to, Zach?
I'm talking to the Uber driver.
Yeah, no, I have it. They have
But then put the radio on.
Or option, silence.
Put your AirPods in, and then the radio doesn't matter.
Oh, my gosh.
No, have human conversation.
Ugh.
Human interaction, especially in Vegas, right?
How many
Ask for stories. They'll tell you some good stories.
How many career NFL sacks did
Erasmus James have?
Yeah.
I don't know, but he was a monster in college.
He didn't play very long. I'll say like 6.
5. He played for 3 seasons or 4, 2005 through 2008.
3.
Yeah, because he played 5 games in 2008, and that was it.
What a
Did he get
cool
injured or
name.
anything?
Did he what?
Was he injured or something? I don't know.
No, I
don't remember.
I don't think he was that good.
He was in college. He just was not.
He
in
was
the
very
pros.
good in college.
One of the
yeah.
all-time
He's
cool
a hell of a
names,
driver, though.
Erasmus.
Yeah.
Erasmus. Haven't heard one since.
No.
Before or since. Is it my turn?
Yeah, probably.
Vikings punter Ryan Wright is signing a 4-year, $14 million deal with New Orleans. We mentioned this earlier that he went to Tulane, but he grew up in California, but he wants to go back closer to where he played college ball, I guess. Good times in Louisiana.
Great
Plus, it's a lot of
holdings.
money. So undrafted in 2022, 4 seasons with the Vikings. So a lot of people on Twitter had this point, and I don't think it's a bad one. Not only is he a solid punter, he's Will Reichard's holder.
Yes.
So that shouldn't be underestimated. That there's value there to have one of the best kickers in the NFL having consistency.
I agree.
Thanks, Tom.
With the old battery. Isn't DePaula, our guy DePaula, isn't he a free agent?
Yeah, I think he.
So we got to lock that dude up as well. I'm pretty sure he is. Somebody look that up. I think DePaula's a free agent. Let's lock up DePaula and let's get Reichard a new holder.
What if Andrew DePaula, that was like the first or second tweet Adam Schefter had, that he was signed immediately right when the free agency frenzy started? That would have been great because he's great.
He is great. What really matters, though, is this.
Okay. I've never heard of this before. But this, I don't think I should do that one either. All right, I'm gonna. Have you ever heard of a head spin hole?
What?
No.
Yeah, me neither. Do you guys remember breakdancing?
Yeah.
Not me personally, but yes, I understand the concept.
You had parachute pants and you know it.
I just would walk around with a piece of cardboard and a boombox and see what happens.
It was a common scalp injury in breakdancers caused by years of performing head spins. The repeated friction caused a cone-shaped breakdance bulge to form.
Oh, yeah, my friend Beldar had that.
Brilliant. Well played.
Head spin hole.
That sounds painful.
It looks terrible.
It's one of the better Nine Inch Nails songs as well.
It's been the whole.
Great song.
Now that's irony. If you're breakdancing to Nine Inch Nails and you don't know you're getting head spin hole, Nine Inch Nails kicks ass.
Yeah,
Really,
they're great.
A lot of ass. And
That's one of those bands I also never saw live that if I ever saw them, I would just want them to play the hits. But if I could say, like, if you could guarantee me they're going to play their greatest hits,
yeah,
I'm going. I'm in.
yeah.
Weren't they just here like last year at the Grand Casino Arena?
Probably. But again, I don't want them to play deep cuts. I want the hits if I'm seeing Nine Inch Nails. I want March of the Pigs. I want Closer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want all of them.
I want to blank you like an animal.
Yeah.
Hurt. Yeah.
Hurt for sure.
Well, this is what they played. Hold on. That's not it. Why isn't that? There we go. August 17, 2025.
Okay.
Yeah.
He started on the B stage, played Right Where It Belongs.
Don't know that
No, I
one.
don't know that one.
Ruiner.
No.
Don't know that.
I barely know her.
There we go. Piggy.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Steve
Wish.
song.
Wish is a banger. Oh my
No,
gosh.
I don't know that one.
March of the Pigs.
Oh,
You
yeah.
would know Wish if you heard it, by the way. You definitely would remember
Okay.
that song. That song kicks ass. March of the Pigs is one of their best.
Wish.
No,
That's it,
not that
yep.
one.
Oh,
Yep. Brilliant.
Reptile.
Don't know.
The Lovers.
No.
Copy of A.
No.
Gave Up.
No.
Vessel.
No.
Closer.
Yes.
With Boys Noise.
Are you getting a phone call?
Is that a band or is that just the sound effects they added?
As Alive as You Need Me to Be.
Don't know that one.
No.
Came Back Haunted.
No.
And then finally, last few songs here, Mr. Self-Destruct.
No.
Less Than.
No.
The Perfect Drug.
Is that a... I don't know that one.
A David Bowie cover, the song I'm Afraid of Americans.
Great song.
Yeah, I
That's
know
a
that
great
song,
song.
too,
I'm afraid of him.
And then last three here. Wow, that's surprising. The Hand That Feeds.
Yeah.
Head Like a Hole.
Home run.
And they closed out with Hurt.
Yeah, you should start with Hurt.
Don't tell them what to do.
Starting a show with Hurt is pretty depressing.
No,
too.
that's a that's the end of a B stage, like maybe acoustic type thing. You know, whatever. I'm not going to tell the Nine Inch Nails guys what to do.
About 3.5 hours into my trip to Madison, I'd start playing that off my iPod.
Yeah, correct.
Top volume.
Yeah, and just look up in the mirror every once in a while.
Erasmus James picks you up in St. Louis Park, right? And you start heading east. And you pass Eau Claire, which is like an hour and a half from St. Louis Park. And it's been an hour and a half of absolute silence.
Your own heartbeat.
And how about just top of your lungs, you just go, how about a couple of tunes? You got any Nine Inch Nails in there? And then you go, how about we open with Hurt?
Yeah. Can you turn it up?
Just down the backseat. Oh.
That's when you ask Erasmus if the car needs gas.
Yeah, and you just...
And when you get out of the gas station, you just make a run for it. And I don't mean for like the border. I mean, literally, you just run for oncoming traffic. So just take me to my future.
You live in Toma now.
The thing
A lot
I
of food
felt
options.
the most about that was the whole way there you're thinking, how am I going to get home?
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
am not riding back with Erasmus.
No.
How am I getting back home? Hi,
But,
Marnsy.
but if he takes the drive so seriously, you have the party of your life, you have the
That's
night
true.
of your
Yeah.
life. He had a silent ride back then, I'm
That's
guessing.
a good point.
That's even worse because now you're like, you know, we're friends now, right? I partied with you all night. We just had a great time. But he's 10-2, no music, no Nine Inch Nails playlist, and he doesn't say a word to you all the way back.
I'll tell you-
That's just awful.
Tell you what he would hear. Zip.
Why are you hammering at the back seat?
I'm bored.
Well, stop at that one spot
Plus,
you
we
guys
both know I
stopped at.
struck out last night.
Well, go to that one strip club you guys had to stop at.
If Erasmus James doesn't like distractions, I don't think Chris Hockey's jacket in the back is going to be what he asked for.
Well, you don't want to talk? We're going to play a game of chicken here.
What's wrong with you?
10-2, Erasmus.
Yeah.
Yeah, what are you naming your two penis sizes? Marnie, welcome to the Power True Morning Show.
Yeah, it feels like a great time to roll in here.
Yeah.
It really is.
Marnie, you listen to the radio. You're not a psycho, right? You don't drive somewhere absolutely in silence. That's insane.
Absolutely.
That's what crazy people do.
Absolutely.
The news is next.
I'm somewhere between that and scrolling YouTube videos while driving.
Every stoplight, right? Got to do it. Chris does it on the way back from, what was that, Fargo?
That was Detroit Lakes.
Detroit Lakes. The news is next. Power True Morning Show on the Fan.
The real news ain't good news. And that's the case today.
This is KFAN News with Chris Hockey.
Hi, that's me. Hey, Zacco.
Corey or Chris. It's Chris.
Yeah.
Chris is good. He's the kind one.
Kind Corey.
Yeah, kind Corey. That story you told me yesterday about that toilet papering and the teacher getting run over. Did you hear the rest of the story?
No.
Listen to this, man. Oh, geez, Louise.
A Gainesville, Georgia community is mourning the tragic death of a beloved teacher after a high school prank gone wrong. Police say 5 teenagers went to Jason Hughes' house around 11:30 Friday night to throw toilet paper at his trees. According to the sheriff's office, when Hughes, a math teacher at North Hall High School, came outside, the students, all 18 years old, tried to flee in 2 vehicles. Authorities say Hughes tripped and fell into the roadway, and one of the drivers, Jaden Wallace, ran him over. Police say Wallace and his friends, seen here in mugshots obtained by ABC affiliate WSB, tried to render aid to the teacher, but the 40-year-old later died at the hospital. Wallace is now charged with first-degree vehicular homicide and reckless driving and could serve up to 15 years behind bars. Police have charged all 5 teenagers with criminal trespassing and littering on private property.
That the family wants to make really clear is that they knew these kids, that they loved them, and these kids loved the Hugheses. This was not a malicious act.
The Hughes family telling our team Jason knew these students were coming to his house and was excited to catch them during the prank. His family says this was a tragic accident and they fully support dropping the criminal charges against all the teenagers.
Wow.
Oh,
Can you
my
believe that?
goodness.
Holy
Ran out,
smokes.
accidentally tripped. Oh. And the mugshots of these kids, the looks on their faces.
Oh.
Boys and girls, just and he knew they were coming. They were all gigging, they were having fun. Oh, just the worst. I'm hoping that common sense comes into play here. Right?
You'd hope,
Yes,
yeah.
of course. But those kids' lives are,
Oh, yeah.
are forever altered.
Forever changed. Yeah.
That's depressing. Why did you bring
and by the
that
way,
up?
the teacher's wife is a teacher at the same school.
Oh.
Again, this probably goes without saying, but all of the toilet papering that was done in my area while I was in high school was friends on friends crime.
Yeah.
Right?
It normally was.
My house
Always,
got
yeah.
toilet papered by my friends. We toilet papered other friends' houses. We only went off the friend group like once or twice. It was 90% you would get your own friends.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
That's kind of nuts. That sucks. It's cool. Think about it. It's cool enough that the teacher's like, this is going to be awesome. I'm going to catch these kids. I love these kids. It's cool that the teacher was like kind of in on
Yeah,
it
of course,
almost.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
all right, I'm going to get him.
Yep.
And then trips and falls. I don't know quite why he was chasing the car, but again, who knows?
Who knows? Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Maybe he was just trying to be funny and like
Yeah, right.
tap on the car or something. Who knows?
Yeah.
Man, that sucks.
That sucks.
Yeah, so that's
All right, prank gone wrong.
That's bad stuff. Here's some good stuff, and I've been somebody changed the password to my news sources, so that's why we're hearing audio news stories stolen from television stations. Good doggy.
Gozer started barking wildly, and the bark was a different bark in that it had a little bit of a cry to it. It was a woman in a white robe, and she was barely moving. The woman had Alzheimer's and was known to try to walk out of the house in the middle of the night. If you see something out there that doesn't look right, don't ignore it. I think that's the moral of this story.
Somehow the doggy found her and kept barking until somebody came out, and he laid up against her and kept her warm until somebody came and found her. Oh, dog.
That was a good doggy.
Good doggy. Raccoons suck.
They were too loud to be mice, almost like it's as if it's dragging things up there. It is a raccoon prowling my home. This is where the animal comes and goes. Through my kitchen cabinet, where I serve food to my young children, bringing trash in from other homes, dirty diapers. The raccoon defecates in the home.
Kill him.
Yeah.
This woman lives in an apartment in Cincinnati, and she's being terrorized by a family of raccoons who bring dirty diapers into her cabinets.
Oh, gross.
They're trying to share the wealth. They don't know it's poopy.
Yeah.
They think it's pudding.
Oh. Yucky.
I don't understand the problem.
What? You want dirty diapers
Hey,
in your
it's
house?
Kinder Corey. Please.
Yeah.
Yeah, a week ago, I said I would have tried to kill a raccoon within the next 24 hours for $100,000. Now it's like, just let them live amongst us. Who cares? Right?
They're defecating in their...
Yeah.
They need a food supply.
She said defecates in the home.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, if they need some baked barbecued lays, go in the pantry. That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, just
You're
leave a
willing
bag
to
for me.
share?
Well, Target is probably like 2 for $5 or something like that. So they can have one and I can have the other one. Best chip of all time. by the
Those
way.
are good, yeah.
Baked barbecued lays, 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
No notes.
And lastly, in our news today, you ever been on a flight beside somebody who
Yes.
decides, thank you, who decides that whatever they're going to watch on their television screen, on their phone or on their iPad, you're going to be watching too, because they're not using headphones and they just use the regular volume. It drives you crazy, right?
No. That's happened?
It happened and this lady got thrown off the flight. Listen to this.
I paid money for it and I played a video for 30 seconds at 50% sound. That sounds like a damn problem. What the actual I stopped after the second warning. I stopped it. Hey, is this not a free speech America? Can I not express my feelings? Thank you for recording me. I played a video for 30 seconds.
Thank you, officer.
Man, I hope I never get clapped off a plane.
Yeah, when the rest of the plane
Yeah.
claps,
You
you
got clap
probably
on
were
a plane.
doing more than
You
that.
did good. Yeah.
Yeah, I wrote a song about it.
Yeah,
Dirk's might have
correct.
changed the
There's
lyrics
more
a
to
little
that
bit.
story.
I'm getting clapped on the plane.
Buying drinks for everybody.
But yeah, if you're getting if you're being escorted off a plane by the police and people are clapping, you've done something wrong.
Yes.
And it's not like you did an impromptu acoustic show in aisle 26. It's
Yeah.
you did something egregious and are
You
getting
did, yeah.
let off the plane.
Yeah.
If she's right that it was only 30 seconds, I think she's lying. But because they're clapping, which means she's probably not telling the
Yeah,
truth.
right.
If she played one video for 30 seconds and got kicked off, that's too much. That's over the top.
Yeah.
If she'd been doing it the entire flight or whatever, I mean, I don't know how you clap somebody off the flight
Yeah.
mid air, but still,
They're throwing
like
her
this
out.
must be on like before they take off,
Yeah.
right? It almost has to be.
Yeah. So when we landed on Sunday night, the lady sitting next to my wife
Was she hot?
told her that she looked like Corey, your hands up.
Woodhawk.
Oh, 100%.
Oh,
Said
good.
she looked like some gospel singer. And my wife's like, oh, thanks. So she, on her phone, full volume, showed her like a 1.5-minute video of this lady singing.
That kind of looked like Kelly.
Kind of looked like Kelly. And the lady in front of her was pissed about it. It's like, who does that? Like, not like, you know, like passive Minnesotans like we all are. Was like, why are you playing that? Why is this lady playing that? It's like, well, she can hear you. We've landed. It's very quiet in here. But yeah, it was a loud video of some gospel singer that I guess sounded or looked like my wife. Yeah.
Did Kelly say, I know you want a picture with me?
I don't want
And the
your
thing
life.
is, you wouldn't need the volume
No,
to
it was real
prove
loud.
your point of how
Right.
she looks
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
Kelly.
Yeah.
I think she was trying to push her religion on you.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Tony Romo loved that story.
That's why you, the second you get in your seat on a plane, you just throw on your headphones and don't listen to anybody for the next 3 hours until you land in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Right? That's how you
Good
do it.
strategy.
Or
Yeah. You do
what
the
would
over
Erasmus-
the ears,
Yeah.
just the big old muffs.
I hear Mike's on.
You know, bigger the better. Fuck.
So also walk us through sports after this.
Make sure
Marnie
they cover
Gellner
your
is
ears.
here. It's a Tuesday on the Power 2 Morning Show on the Fan.
Yeah, exactly. So I right off 55 for like, you know, like we've heard of world fairs and stuff like that. It's sort of the same thing, only it's just for America. And 2031, they're thinking they're gonna build this giant concept right over off of 55 in Rosemont, like over by the Mississippi River, if you know what I'm saying.
So what'll get done first? That, Grand Theft Auto 6, or the Mall of America water park?
These are good questions.
Or Minnesota will have legal sports gambling.
Rank them 1 through 4. Because I'm going with that Expo of the Americas comes in first.
Same.
Grand Theft Auto second.
Yep.
In like 2032. Water park, something like 2047. Sports betting legalized 2085.
That sounds about right. That bet you two have has to be up soon, right?
We're right on the border.
Yeah.
It's if one more state passes it before Minnesota, I believe I win.
Yeah.
And we've been hanging on that for like, I don't know, 12 months or something. I think it's been, last year there was a flurry, and then I think it's been quiet for a while.
Yeah.
Maybe that's just how the legislatures work.
This
when
place is
they're not
going
in
to be
session.
cool. I hope I'm alive to see it.
2031.
Yeah. Good for you. Yeah. I hope you will be alive, Hogs.
Don't be counting no chickens.
No, but you will be. I hope you are.
How would you count them?
1.
I don't mean the numbers.
Oh.
Please
I'd
let him
find
show off.
Yeah, let me try.
How high do you think you can go?
Probably a long time. Have you guys seen that bit that people are getting ChatGPT to count to 1 million for them? And it'll just like 1, 2, 3, 4. And people are like,
thanks, Feist.
People are saying like when the resistance
Butthead.
happens and the machines take over, that those will be the first people that'll be killed, are the people that ask ChatGPT to count to 1 million for them.
Yeah.
You should try it.
Man, I think I have free time.
Purpose?
Yeah.
Is it just
I don't know, just
entertainment?
because. I guess you can come back to it. It'll just. What doesn't it take like 11 days?
I don't know.
I think it does. I think if you counted like 1, 2, 3, 4, it would take you
Suppose
11
it
days.
Depends on the pace.
Yeah, correct. But I think ChatGPT doesn't need no sleep, so probably do it quicker.
Yeah, if you're an environmentalist, don't do that. So,
Yeah,
Well, I'm the number
uses
one
a lot of
environmentalist on the
water,
fan.
man.
You are?
Number 1.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah.
Who's second?
Rosie.
I hope he's doing good.
Me too. Thank you for
I don't
saying
believe
that
that.
finally.
Is he still mad at you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's pissed at the
Yeah.
sauce.
I can't blame him.
Did you speak ill of
No.
him?
Yesterday we played the sandwich bit. I don't have access to it.
No, you said please play it.
I did. And then he texted me, "You're a dick. Why are you playing that back?"
Oh,
I know, and he's right.
Yeah, I guess he's right.
Yeah, we did play it. I thought that was classless. But
Yeah, I would have turned it off if I had access to it.
You do. Both of you do. All three of you do.
did you see Roser had a friend of ours on the pod this
That-
week?
that
Yeah.
Hawk thought would be canceled by now.
Gorgie.
Or Gavi.
He had both.
Gorg will be on this show tomorrow.
Yeah, for the
Is
golf bet.
The golf
that
bet.
right?
You're
So
in,
will
right,
Chad
Hawk?
Daniels, and I know
Yeah,
you're
man.
going to go see his show in a couple
I
of
am
weeks.
going
Chad
to see
Daniels will
Chad
be here
Daniels.
tomorrow.
Yeah, at
Yeah.
Mystic. The Hubs and I went to Mystic on Friday before we met some friends for dinner.
You and Musty?
Yeah, Matt, yeah. Couple of beers, walked around, left some money in a Buffalo machine. I can show you exactly where it is.
They're just holding on to it for
Yeah,
you.
they're just hanging on to it.
You can go back and get it.
Need to go get that.
Yeah. So when we were in Palm Springs. We were on our way to a restaurant, but we were a few hours early. We were just going to walk around the town.
A few hours?
Well, like an hour and a half early. We were just going
God.
to, we were going to like walk around the town.
I don't know if you've ever told a story where I don't have 1,000 questions about choices that you make.
I'm just picturing Kelly going, God, we got to get out of the house. Let's just go to the restaurant now.
No,
But
we were going to
we're
like
3 hours early.
We were going to walk around the town. And I don't know.
Yeah, you're
hang
on
out.
vacation. Yeah, you're just
thanks,
out and about.
Mark.
Yeah,
Thank you,
sweet.
Mark.
All right, so your reservation's at 7, but you're walking at like noon. What
Yeah, it's
happens
noon.
next?
And we drive by, and I had no idea.
You're not even walking.
Now he's dwaddling.
You're just
Saw the
driving.
lights.
I saw a casino, and I'd had a few, and I loudly in the back of the car just go, casino! Casino! Pull over! And the guy's like, I can't just pull over. So
Down, boy.
he drove us into the casino.
God.
And
We
that's
got-
where you killed your
wait.
couple of
I bet he
hours.
wanted to drive
We
you into
killed
the
about
river.
10 minutes.
Did you find a train machine?
We did.
And you lost it all in 10 minutes, didn't you?
Yeah. That bastard. But you know what, Hogs?
Yeah.
He's just hanging on to it for
Yeah,
me.
they're just hanging on. It'll be there when you go back.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a sweet casino, man.
Dwaddle on back by.
But I was telling Marnes during the break when we went to the tennis pit, there was a band playing, and it was this lady playing very nice tunes. And I looked up and it said Sarah Evans,
No.
Marnes' favorite. Yeah.
Are you kidding
She's
me?
just slamming suds in a bucket in the middle of this pit. Like, oh yeah, Marnes loves that lady.
Yeah, man.
It was cool.
He's like, this girl looks familiar. Do I know her?
Yeah.
And he goes, and I looked up and her name was behind her and it said Sarah Evans.
Yeah.
And I'm
That's
like,
real
what?
cool,
Yeah,
man.
it was very cool.
He just strolled on by her.
Yeah. I
Nope.
waved.
I didn't, no pics, no vid.
She's got a badonk on her.
No, she does not.
She do.
No, she does not.
She do.
No.
I beg to differ.
Would you guys please casually debate the size of her ass?
Yeah.
No,
Because
she's
you guys seem to have polarizing takes.
Well, she's a beautiful
She's very
lady.
pretty.
She
Yeah.
is.
Yes, and
She's
she's
a great
very
artist.
thin
Yeah,
and
I'm
trim.
Marnie, yeah, you're right.
I know I am.
Am
I've
I
seen her
overestimating
100.
the badonk?
You
No,
just
you're
saw
thinking of-
her
you're
in
thinking-
You're thinking of
person,
Bob
too.
Evans.
Oh, Bob Evans wails.
She's very thin.
Did she
Fuck.
make me biscuits and gravy?
No, you're thinking
No,
of
you're
that
thinking of
other-
Paula
I am
Dean.
thinking about Bob Evans. You're right. I'm so sorry. He does have a badonk on him.
Bob Evans is so good, right,
All
Hog?
right.
Yeah, I didn't get below her waist. I ain't gonna lie.
Wow.
You going to finish your story or
Hey.
what?
What do you mean?
What?
About the casino? About Sarah Evans?
How was dinner? Did you ever make it?
It was, yeah, it was great. Yeah, good spot.
Where'd you go?
Yeah. Place called Workshop. It was very nice.
What'd you get?
A steak. It's very nice.
How'd you order it?
Medium.
I thought you were going to say English.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah.
You get a medium.
Yeah.
Service was good?
Yeah, service was great.
Tip well?
Yeah.
Kel had a good time?
Yeah. It was
Cool.
fun.
Just
It's a
curious-
great spot.
Yeah, just curious about your life.
You guys would love it.
Cool.
It's a beautiful area. I would move there. And I know that's Hawk's bit. Every time he goes somewhere, he talks about
time.
how he'd move there. But I would definitely move
Why
there.
don't you move in with Rosie and Chad Hartman in Palm Springs?
Who's Shad Hartman?
It's Chad's evil twin.
Yeah.
Chad Hartman and
He
and
called
Rosie.
me yesterday asking if I was still there.
Chad called you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably got some spots for you.
Yeah.
I
It's
bet the
Rosie's
cost
spot.
of living in and around that area, if you actually lived there, is probably very high.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the draw to it?
The weather. It's like if you could play golf every day. It's, as somebody said who lives there, it's 360 great weather days and then 5 like either rain or it's way too hot out. But it's constantly beautiful weather.
Isn't it like 100 degrees in the summertime, though?
Yeah, but, it's 100 degrees here sometimes. But when it's 40 below here, it's 72 there. I think that's the draw.
Jackpot.
And there's a casino.
Oh,
Right, Hogs?
Jackpot.
Oh, jackpot.
Okay.
Since you asked, Matt and I ate at with a couple of friends at Boardwalk on at Canterbury on one of the turns, which
Interesting.
thank you. I hadn't eaten, and I had we have been to Bravis, which is one of those restaurants in that area.
Right
Yeah,
across
I like
the
that
street.
place, man.
Great spot.
Yes.
Good
Okay.
place.
So the amphitheater, which is almost finished and which is where you are going to see your
the Dave Matthews
beloved
Band. Yeah, can't wait.
Yes. All of that.
He's got a badonk on him.
There we go. Now we're talking. All of that, once, like in the summertime, that area is going to be a hoppin'. I mean, what is it going to seat?
There's always
40,
Zacco?
20, wait, I'm going to guess 20. 20,000?
I thought it was 17.
With the lawn included.
Sure. The grassy.
Yes, I think the actual seating is a little bit less, but
so
1 million males.
yes.
Oh, well, Tommy's in.
But I mean, think of the foot traffic around those restaurants when a concert gets out, or the shuttles, if I'm Mystic and I'm smart, and I'm shuttling people on a beautiful summer night.
They're bare-chested.
Wow.
Again, jackpot.
Yeah, Hawk's in.
Like that could be a really happening area in the summer of the Twin Cities that has not had a lot of activity outside of just Canterbury Park, which is a wonderful and beautiful spot,
And
but
Valley
has had
Fair.
Thanks,
so
Stephen Wright.
much potential to be more.
Yeah. I wonder if
now here we go.
The new ownership group for Valley Fair is going to change Valley Fair up a little bit.
Right?
I've heard some things, yeah.
Some good things.
No.
Good things or bad
Not
things?
great things.
Oh.
A lot of people are very skeptical that it's not going to be good news.
Oh, okay.
Why?
Great.
Well, it's pessimistic.
A lot of people are.
Well,
like a lot of people are talking about what's happening in Valley Fair.
usually when it's sold to a group that's like what are they, like a real estate investment firm? Usually that doesn't. I mean, hopefully it's great. Hopefully it's awesome. It really can't be any worse. They haven't put a new coaster in since like 2007. So
I don't know who this is good for.
Good.
What was the
good
last
point,
one they
Matt.
added?
Which one was it, Hawk?
Renegade.
Oh, the
No, that
wooden
wasn't
coaster.
That wasn't the name of it. What was the name of it,
Steel.
Hawk?
Furburger Mountain.
That's a terrible name.
Corey, I have to agree with Corey. That's terrible.
That's a terrible name.
That's the last one they put in.
It's like Space Mountain in the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to go through it with a machete.
That's a terrible name.
Oh,
Find your way
God.
out.
Your mic's on.
Oh my God.
Like an explorer.
This was supposed to be the sports segment.
I can do some sports.
I'm very sporty.
Yeah, I'm sporty.
Should we do a break and come back and get all sports?
Yeah,
over
let's
with
just do
people?
that. Let's just do Vikings news in a second. It's mostly NFL news anyway.
Sauce, during the break, will you draw me a picture of the roller coaster Furburger Mountain,
Yeah, sure.
please?
Marty Gelder is here. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
From the 1-800-ASK
KFAN.
Bounce, baby. Bounce into parlay for a Timberwolves versus OKC watch party this Sunday at noon. You can join host Marnie Gellner for epic prize giveaways, free food and drink specials. Don't miss out. Get the full details at TICasino.com.
All right. We got lots of Vikings news and regular sports. Should we hit regular sports first? No, we already did that. So we'll go Vikings news.
It's time for Vikings news on the Power Trip, presented by
Your truck accessories pro.
All right, let's go through some of the names.
Let's go.
The Vikings are signing cornerback James Pierre, a cornerback from the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The Frenchman.
2 years, $8.25 million, 3.7 guaranteed. He's 29. He has spent all of his career with Pittsburgh. That's literally all I know about him.
Yeah.
What I just read.
He plays a lot of special teams. He's one of those guys that it's good depth to have. It's all that stuff.
Do it.
All right. I agree, Rose.
The Vikings placed a tender on linebacker Ivan Pace. He's 25, so they have right of first refusal. They can match any offer that he gets. He was undrafted in 2023.
May I be honest with you?
Mm-hmm.
That one surprises.
Same. I thought the same thing.
Thought they were just going to let him go?
Yep.
Yeah. Because he barely played towards the end of the season.
Right. So he was a restricted free agent.
Yeah.
So there's like, I don't know. There's a whole bunch of different layers of restricted tenders. And this was worded as a lower one.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know what that means, but I don't think they placed a ton of value on him. But he has the right to go find a deal. And then the Vikings can say thank you or no thank you.
Could I sign you just by giving you a chicken tender?
Just one?
Yeah.
That's not enough.
That's just a little sweeten the deal, brother.
Not enough.
There's
listen
more
to
where
the
that came
Hulkster.
from.
Well, ask my wife. I get Canes for life for free.
Is this legal?
Ask my wife.
It's tampering.
Okay. Just want to make sure we're in the legal tampering period for chicken tenders.
Marnie, does Gurf, or what is his name?
Gerald.
What's your son's name again?
It's Gerald, right?
Grady.
That's it. I knew
If
it.
he needs his grad party catered, just ask my wife. She'll have Canes sent there because she thinks it's free.
Yeah. For everybody.
Quick Canes question.
Go on.
When we were in Phoenix touring GCU, we did actually stop at Canes.
You're smart.
And
No slaw, extra toast.
Obviously.
Coleslaw's trash.
I do love Canes. And I do love when
Because you got a pimp walk.
chicken is real crispy.
Well played, Hawk.
And this wasn't as crispy. And Grady said, well, why don't you just order it crispy? And I'm like, why? I don't think Canes takes specific orders. And he's like, why not? I think they make your...
I mean, you might
think
be
they make
able
it.
to ask.
Do you know? Like, can you customize your
I don't
chicken
know.
order?
I don't know. My guess is they probably
Well, don't you have ownership? Or
God, I wish. I tried. I looked into it a couple of years ago. Like, how do you buy one of these things? They don't let you do it anymore.
Well, I'm going to...
No more franchises. No, they're buying up all
All
the
right, I'll look
franchises.
into it on my own.
No.
Next time I order the 3 fingers, I will ask.
Sounds so good.
Yeah. Rose?
Oh, I wouldn't, dude. Don't hit that button. He's mad at you.
Me? I don't have access to the button bar.
That's not what I heard.
He is mad at me, and I don't like it.
You didn't get coleslaw though, right?
No, because I
Good.
get the 3-finger meal, so it just comes with fries.
I thought
and a
you
drink.
got the box combo.
Zach,
Zach, you're not allowed to say that.
inappropriate.
Zach.
That's too much for me.
Zach.
Hang on. We already did that story. We just talked about that.
Are my hands too big?
Oh my God.
The Raiders.
Food.
The Raiders are.
Yeah, leave Marnie alone.
Yeah, we need to class it up around here.
I'm trying to class it up in this joint.
Yeah, he is.
The Raiders are signing former Vikings wide receiver Jalen Naylor to a 3-year, $35 million deal with $23 million guaranteed.
That's a lot of money. I didn't expect him to make that much cash, but good for him and good for his family.
That's not much when you consider the top guys are making $40 million a year for top wide receivers, and this is a little under 12 a year. That's a pretty good deal for a solid 2.5, right? He's not a 2, he's not a 3, he's probably a 3 on a good team.
But he is low maintenance.
He's low maintenance, so that makes him like an 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, $23 million guaranteed, and he gets to play in Vegas. That lucky son of a bitch.
Yeah.
God, man.
Yeah, good for him.
Not a bad gig. The Saints agreed to a deal with running back Travis Etienne, and according to sources, the Vikings apparently were interested. Again, the Vikings haven't confirmed that. That's not what they do. But there were a bunch of people on Twitter claiming, at least, that the Vikings were trying to get him. I wonder if that's true or not.
Yeah.
He is 27 years old, 4 years, $52 million.
Yeah, good for him.
Oof.
That's good money.
He grew up in Louisiana, so he's going home.
Yeah. Ian Rappaport just reported that the Vikings will meet with Kyler Murray tomorrow once he's officially released, and he is the favorite to sign with the Minnesota Vikings.
All right, welcome.
Yeah. I mean, it's a $1 bingo card, right?
So
super cheap. See what happens.
May I ask a question? I have a question.
God, I'm polite.
They know that he is being released. They can't have any contact with him. So, like, is this going to be like a Zoom bit, or are they like wherever he is just waiting around till tomorrow at like 3:01? Like, will they meet with him in person?
My guess is he just flies here and meets and then signs.
Burner phone.
Yeah, there is that. Yeah. So at 3:01, they'll put him on the Wilf jet wherever he is what you're saying.
3:11.
Oh, 3:01.
It's delayed.
His flight's delayed by 10 minutes.
Private
well, and
is
tomorrow
delayed.
is 3/11 day. It's March 11th.
Oh, yeah.
Happy 3/11 day to all those who celebrate. You going to celebrate?
3:11. The Beatles of rap rock.
Thanks, John Oliver.
Probably not.
He's going to celebrate by going down.
I doubt it.
Oh, that's mean.
Mike Evans agreed to a 3-year, $60+ million deal with the Niners, but it kind of is a 1-year deal. It's like $16 million guaranteed. So what they're saying is it's a 3-year deal on paper, but it's really in principle a 1-year deal. He's going to be 33 years old when the season starts. So now they have just an all-star lineup of studs on both sides of the ball. If they just stay healthy, they got to be like a top 5 team.
Yeah.
But they've had tons of injuries in the last couple of years that keeps holding them back. So we'll see if the Niners stay healthy. They're going to be a handful.
Yeah, they are. And they're looking to trade their left tackle. But he's kind of old, so I don't know how that'll go down.
Hey, Saz, you play fantasy football, right?
I do.
Barnes, do you or not?
I do not.
You do not?
Oh.
This also happens again when you slowly detach from sports over the years. I had heard the name Alec Pierce, but since I don't play fantasy football, I had no idea that he was this valuable and this big of a deal. Did you see the deal he got?
Yeah, 30-something million.
Yeah, so Alec Pierce, here, this is an unbelievable stat, by the way. I have 2 crazy stats connected to Colts wide receiver Alec Pierce.
Who?
Exactly. He's returning to the Colts on a 4-year, $116 million deal. 4 years, 116. So that's $29 million a year for a guy that I had barely heard of. But I guess the fantasy football world cares. Here's why it's a big deal. He is, the last 2 years, he has led the NFL in yards per catch. So you could argue he's the greatest deep threat in the NFL. 36.2% of his catches, so a little over a third, go for 20+.
Wow.
And last year, he had a career low, 1 drop, just 1. But here's what's crazy. He technically was a free agent, even though he went back to the Colts. So that is the highest paid wide receiver in free agency history. Because all of the bigger deals that have ever been signed are re-signing with your own team. Or you get traded to a team like Tyreek Hill or something, right?
Yeah.
You get traded, so you're technically property of a new team, and then you sign a reworked deal. So this is the largest free agent wide receiver deal in NFL history. Alec Pierce.
Yeah.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, that's insane. And you could tell even yesterday when it happened, Colts superfan Pat McAfee was even like, well, we don't need Mike Evans. We have Alec Pierce. And it was like.
Then they traded Michael Pittman, too, to the
Pittsburgh.
Steelers.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, I know who he is because I play fantasy, but when that number came out yesterday, that's a lot of money for a guy a lot of people don't know existed until yesterday.
Oh.
Colts fans do.
Yeah. Hawk does because he's a Colts fan.
And he loves fantasy football.
Yeah. What's your fantasy team name, Hawk?
The Boogers.
Oh, that's cute.
Thank you.
He's in a league with Curtis Armstrong.
Oh, wow. Congrats, Hawk.
Speaking of Curtis, as you know.
Did you see that?
Yeah. Somebody on Twitter posted that Curtis Enos, former Penn State running back, but former Chris Hockey high school teammate, is now this like jacked basketball referee, right? Like youth basketball referee. And he's still got biceps like it's nobody's business. It looks like he could still play.
I can't imagine a parent's going to run out onto the court.
Yeah.
Nope.
And throw down with him.
Even if you don't know it's Curtis Enos, you're like, that's a giant man. That guy could kill me.
Yeah. Only person bigger than him in my hometown was his dad, Link. And my gosh, was
what a
he
name.
huge. Yeah, Lincoln, man. Great kids. Yeah,
Curtis
I'm glad to
Enos.
see he's doing well, man. Glad to see he's doing well. That's cool. So, do you think, by the end of the day, did you say 3 o'clock today, Saucy?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay, never mind then. So we won't know nothing. We won't have anything to talk about until the day after tomorrow?
Yeah.
I mean, we might hear from a whole bunch of people before tomorrow that the Vikings are going to sign.
Yeah, I
tomorrow.
mean, we will probably hear by the end of the day because the spots that he would go to are quickly. The only other spot is the Jets because he's not going back to Arizona.
Well, but how about just if we know he's flying here first, he's signing here.
Yeah,
because
unless he's got a layover.
If the Vikings want him and he has options, if he comes here first, that's pretty telling that he wants to be here more than anywhere else.
Marnie, you don't seem to care
He's
at
signing
all.
here.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I do care.
Doesn't seem like it.
You want Kyler Murray on the Vikings
Just
or
letting
not?
you guys cook.
Are we cooking?
Yeah, I mean, I wish this wasn't our best option, but given the circumstances, this is our best option. So, yes, I do want Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Given that this is what we've come down to.
You know what?
I wanted it to be J.J. McCarthy. I wanted it to work out.
We all
I
did.
wanted him to be our star.
I think what Corey said 45 minutes ago is true. That if you sign Kyler Murray, I think this might be the end for old J.J. McCarthy as a Minnesota.
Yeah, find a different spot for him.
Wasn't that you who said that?
Well, no, Corey was the one who kind of emphasized it. But
we had like a drum roll. Like we had teased the take, and then we came back and you said.
No, he asked the question and then I answered it.
Yeah.
And then I think Sauce preferred the way that I worded it.
Yeah, correct. He said it better than I did.
Well, I'm just trying to give
Because
Sauce
again,
more
he's
credit.
kind Corey to everybody but me now.
Again, time will tell.
Even you, Dorn.
Give it time.
Even me.
We'll see if it works out.
But yeah, and there's probably a team that would take him.
For sure.
Yeah.
Right? Somebody that thinks they can mold him and start over, and who knows? Maybe like Harbaugh brings him in as a backup and tries to teach him behind the
That's a
scenes or
great
something.
point. Yeah.
Do you think
know
Malik
what the
Willis is going
roster
to be
is.
one of those quarterbacks that ends up being the guy who should have stayed a backup?
Yes.
I kind of do. I know. I kind of do too.
I mean, I get why, but like the head coach, is it Jeff Hafley?
Hafley,
yep.
is bringing him in, and if that doesn't work, that might be Hafley's only spot.
Yeah,
or only shot.
$67.5 million for 3 years to the Dolphins for Malik Willis from the Packers. Got to have a quarterback.
Yeah. It's going to be tough because that is a stripped down team. So,
wasn't Atley the guy from Gone in 60 Seconds? Was that his last name?
Yeah.
Nobody knows but
Was
you.
it Atley? Adley or Atley? One of the two.
The bad guy, right?
No, that was.
Yeah, Atley Jackson was Will Pat.
Yeah, Atley.
Yeah.
But hang on. Oh my God! Don't
Who's
do this
the
to
guy
me.
who's saying never going to give you up?
That's
Astley.
Rick Astley.
Whoa.
What was the bad guys?
Hang on, I know it's going to ruin my day. Don't tell me.
Boye Mafe?
No, he's the linebacker formerly of the Seahawks. He's a free agent, formerly of the Gophers too.
Zion Johnson?
No,
No, he's a football player.
Rashid Hashid?
that's closer.
John Harbaugh.
No,
Saran.
no.
Duran Duran?
Do you want the
Ma'am?
initials, Corey?
No, I just need. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Rhode Island is neither a road nor an island discussed.
We are. It's just naming free agent deals.
Throwing me off
and not giving any details.
Kobe cheese?
Yeah, Kobe cheese. Outstanding cheese.
Colby Jack.
Yeah, that's your screen name.
Why is that a screen name?
Because he likes cheese.
I
Do
do
you like
Colby
cheese,
Jack.
Yeah, who doesn't?
Yeah.
You throw a Colby Jack on top of a Chick-fil-A sandwich.
We should have got that.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A would be good today.
You'd buy, right, Hawk?
Sure I would.
Yeah,
It's
what's
too
he
late
care?
now. Hey, Marzi.
Yep.
Are you excited for baseball season?
I sure am.
Yeah. You're back to the Twins stuff this year again, right?
Sure
Oh,
am.
that's soon.
Super exciting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I'm just, again, I don't know. I'm trying not to even read stories about the Twins because I don't want people to get me all depressed. I'm just excited for spring baseball. I don't care like in July, but in the spring and in the fall, I love it. And I'm a fair weather fan.
This time of year, though, too. It was the sunshine yesterday.
Yes.
Was great.
I mean, Sunday was awesome. It was 60 degrees, but yesterday, even though it wasn't as warm, the sun and mid-50s, man, it felt like, okay, we living again.
Yeah.
We out here.
Yeah, I'm in my mid-50s.
The Twins open 2 weeks from
You're
Thursday.
looking good, too.
How about that?
Aw. What'd you say there, Sweet Pea?
They open 2 weeks from Thursday.
Oh.
Core, come on.
I've seen the movie 1,000 times. This is going to piss me off so much.
It already is.
Yeah, you're already pissed.
All right, what are the dumb initials?
That might give it away,
Well-
but R.C.
Roman Calitri.
Raymond.
Raymond Calitri. Damn it.
I'm so disappointed in you. You didn't know who
Raymond
Raymond
Calitri.
Calitri is?
He's in the bricks, man.
Laundry.
Yeah, I just kicked this. It turns out these aren't real bricks.
Oh, what?
Yeah, it's just a wall.
Oh.
This just in.
Yeah.
Going away, too, by the way.
I can't believe you didn't know Raymond Calantri.
Yeah, man. Come on. The hell?
Man. What a great movie.
Yeah.
Gone in
It
60
must be
seconds.
because you guys talk about every third
You
show.
haven't seen, come on, you've seen it.
I've seen it. I just don't remember it being so good that I couldn't
it's
think
so
of
good.
anything
Steal
else.
50 cars in 48 hours.
Yeah, it's outstanding.
That's a good start.
You got like they take the first day basically to scout. Maybe it's 72 hours. You take like a day to scout and plan, and then basically the last 24 hours is all about stealing the cars.
Yeah, it's so good.
I was going to see it because, I heard it was, you guys said it was really good, but 25% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Mr. Z is right.
Yeah,
That website is trash.
Yeah, that website
Besides
can
that,
kiss it.
These days, if they ain't, it takes them 60 seconds to be gone. They're getting caught. You got to step up your game.
Well,
there,
that's why.
Slinky boy.
That's why they didn't spread out all the
Stinky
heists
boy.
over 72 hours because then you leave a trail. They needed to do a blitz. You got to just you boost them all in one night so the cops don't have a chance to find
God, what a great film.
Every
Great
time
film.
you say the word trail, I think of my favorite book.
Man,
What's your favorite poem?
My favorite book,
Oh, what's your favorite book?
Trails in the Sand.
By who?
Peter Dragon.
That's a terrible name.
That's my favorite joke of all time. I mean, like, probably the first joke I ever learned, and it's the only one I remember. And that's not true. I like the other book, too.
Which is?
Under the Bleachers.
oh boy.
Who wrote that?
See more butts.
That's a terrible name.
Yeah.
You legitimately like this movie, Core?
It's fantastic.
He's talking down to you.
Well, like
It won
one of the
3
reviews
Academy
is,
Awards.
one of the reviews is check your brain at the door.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who cares? It's a summer blockbuster.
I love heist movies, and this is robbing cars, stealing cars. It's a heist.
It was a moment, man. It was Cage at his finest.
It's the Ocean's 11 of stealing
Yes.
cars. It's like, let's get a team together and figure out how we steal these cars. I'll watch heist movies all day long. It's my dream. Quit
Yeah, this
crapping on my
lady
dream. You know who
also-
craps on my dreams?
Dwight Hockey. This lady gave it a 3 out of 5, Zach.
It's too stupid to be offensive, not edgy enough to be funny, just bad in every
Powers of the
direction.
Morning Show.
Yeah, brilliant.
Chuck Klosterman.
Oh, he did not.
He didn't like
Yeah,
it?
Oh, shut.
from the Akron Beacon Journal.
Well, it's the first time Chuck's ever been wrong.
Wow.
He probably changed his mind.
Yeah, oh, he loves it now.
He was having a bad day.
Had a bad day.
Somebody tried to order chicken without even breading on it or whatever Marn said earlier, and it pissed him off.
Barney, you've seen Gone in 60 Seconds, correct?
Maybe.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, it's so good.
If I did, I forgot it.
Would you ever steal a car?
Obviously.
It's worth it.
We should go watch it, Marnes.
Ah,
Yeah, to date.
Where are you going to go?
You and Zach.
We'll go on the performance route.
Oh.
I'd rather just try stealing 50 cars in 24 hours.
Just in case you guys are wondering, because he never drew me a picture during the last break, even though he's supposed to, of Butt Reek Mountain. I can't remember what I said.
What? No.
Butt Reek.
No, it was Busch Gardens.
Burger Man.
In Denver?
I mean, come on.
Butt Reeks.
I can't remember Raymond Calitri, but I remember the name of your fictional roller coaster.
Fictional?
No,
Anyway,
it's real.
I just was reading from history.com about on this date in 1864, Montana hung a bad guy. And he's described in the story as local hellraiser Jack Slade. And vigilantes hung him. I got to find out what a local hellraiser did in 1864. What kind of hell was he raising?
I bet he played cards at the saloon.
Yeah,
That's a good start.
Yeah.
All the troublemakers back in the day were poker players. And
Yeah, you had
womanizers.
And whiskey drinkers.
Yeah.
Gunslingers.
Man, he used to, he killed people, and he would leave a cryptic set of numbers on all of them. 3777 with a dash in between the 3 and the 7 and the 77. And nobody ever found out what that meant, but he left it on every one of his victims.
Jeez.
Even to this day, nobody knows.
Okay, hang on. Serial killer and Hellraiser are very
that's what I would
different
think.
things.
Yeah.
This guy's a serial
That's
killer.
what I'm
This
saying.
guy's Hellraiser is a
insane.
guy that kicks somebody's horse and runs off just
Yeah.
for a goof.
Yeah.
That's you're just raising hell. What are you
Yeah.
doing? Why'd you kick my horse? I don't know. I got
Yeah.
nothing to do.
They didn't
Trying to annoy
describe
Raising hell.
the Menendez brothers as Hellraisers.
Yeah. Today in Florida, we electrocuted local Hellraiser Ted Bundy.
Right, yeah. The Night Stalker is a Hellraiser.
One of the all-time pranksters.
Yeah.
Ted Bundy.
Just for a goof.
Yeah, born to raise hell.
Yeah.
All right, Fan 5 in a second. Headlines later. Marnie is here. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
From the 1-800 Ask Gary Traffic Center.
calendar.
Where's that going to be again?
Hop House.
Which is?
Mystic Lake.
Yeah, that's what I thought. There you go. Have fun, man. Five Trip Morning Show. Thank you for tuning in. Here we are. 8:07. We're going to talk regular old sportsy sports. Because Margie's here. She's a sporto.
You know it. Live and
Time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip.
Barnes, the NBA has called off the Hawks' planned Magic City night, saying that they heard too many concerns from around the league after the Hawks announced they wanted to, quote, pay tribute to an iconic cultural institution, the Magic City Strip Club. They were going to have lemon pepper wings, music, exclusive merch, and a pregame podcast. And the NBA said no. And, of course, a lot of other NBA fans are going, why did the Hawks think this was going to work?
Right.
And how the NBA didn't hear about it
Faster.
Yeah, is strange. Not kidding. Yesterday, I was wearing my Magic City sweatshirt that I had gotten at Shields in Minot because the nickname for Minot, North Dakota, is the Magic City. Even Minot High School is called Magic City Campus, and their nickname is the Magicians because our city grew so fast, we've called it the Magic City. So initially, I thought the Atlanta Hawks were doing the right thing in honoring Minot, North Dakota. And I thought, how wonderful. And then I read up on it a little bit, and I was like, ugh. Shocking. Shocking that they thought that was probably a good idea. Yeah. I don't know. Creativity. I mean, maybe like the G League team could probably have a promotion like that, like the St. Paul Saints. Could they do a deja vu night and
hot
get away
dog
with
bar.
it?
Let's go. I just don't think they ever would, right? Like, because somebody would say this is a terrible idea. You know what I mean? Like,
Really?
yeah.
Really though? But
I
they
think so.
thrive on stuff like that. Is that even
Yeah,
crossing the line?
Then you alienate like
The
kids
family
going to
yeah.
the game and the families
Exactly.
going
Sure.
to the game.
So there is a line.
Yeah.
Or do you do it
Yeah.
in a different way, or you have an adult section and a family section? I don't know. Maybe it is. Yeah. Maybe there's no way around it.
I love that you were wearing a Magic City sweatshirt on the day that it was announced because it looked like you were probably taking a stand.
Yeah.
Right? Everybody's like, man, Marnie's a big NBA fan. She's on Team Atlanta Hawks here.
She loves their wings.
She's anti-NBA. Yeah, she loves the lemon pepper wings at Magic City.
It is pretty ironic that the team name Hawk is the one who proposed the.
Listen, I want to see Crunch.
What are you eating?
I'm drinking a Shamrock Shake from
Where'd
McDonald's.
you get that?
It's right outside.
They're in the hallway.
Right there,
What?
Right there, man. There's a box full of them.
Go get a Shamrock Shake.
You want one, Corey?
No, thanks though.
Sauce is out the
They're
door.
fantastic.
Why want one before everybody else grabs?
Hello.
They just left during the show.
I want to see Crunch and tassels and a thong.
Yeah, interesting. On Sunday, the Wolves celebrated Crunch's birthday, and there were thousands of kids there. And the Hawks were about to celebrate their strip club heritage.
Amen, brother.
But each team, you do you.
In all of your years traveling with the Timberwolves, did you ever see a broadcast team head over to Magic City?
Not that I was aware of.
They didn't text you and say, we're going, do you want to come with?
They said, we're heading out. We'll see you later.
We'll see you later.
Yeah.
We're going one way, you go the other way.
Right.
They want to be inclusive. They invite you. I think it's sweet of them.
Hawk, do you know anybody who's been there?
I know somebody who's been there, sure.
I've actually...
You walked by there. You were waving through the window.
Lou Williams.
I'm 52 years old. I can honestly say I've never been to a strip club in my life.
The day is young.
What are you doing in about 55 minutes? Hawk's going. No.
I don't know
he's
if it's
not.
anything to brag about, but I really
you're not
just-
missing much.
I don't like them.
Yeah.
I haven't
Make me
heard great things.
uncomfortable.
I've seen Ozark. I know what it's like.
Yeah. You seen The Sopranos?
Yeah.
Great show.
Great show.
Doesn't
A lot
open
of
till
pain.
8.
Man, I keep getting a brain freeze. I think there's something wrong with my DNA.
Whoa.
I'm so highly susceptible to brain
Which one is worse?
Man, that's good.
Never go DNA.
Zach. Mike's on.
Man, my high palate is frozen.
High
Why is
palate.
your palate high?
Call it cleft palate. No, my palate.
Your cleft.
What the hell is it called?
The roof of your mouth thing?
Your vagus nerve?
No. Aren't you supposed to put your tongue on the top of your mouth and
froze too.
do the pressure thing? Is
I
that
heard
supposed
you
to
put
help?
your thumb on the top.
Can I borrow your tongue, Corey?
Thank you for saying Corey.
We all do.
You're a little offended, aren't you?
Just how kind are you?
Speaking of
I just love that it's Shamrock Shake season.
Yeah, man, so good.
This is so good.
It's
Make
so
it
good.
permanent.
I wanted more whipped
They
cream.
aren't permanent?
They wouldn't be as special,
it's like a
though,
month.
Zacho. You know?
I feel the same way about the eggnog shake. Home run every year, but
As much as
wouldn't
you
work
love it,
year-round.
yeah. If it was here all the time, we wouldn't appreciate it.
That's what Burger King's doing the long play on the gingerbread shake. They had it for 1 year, and they're like, let's make them wait 40 years until we bring it back.
Oh, it seems excessive.
It does seem excessive. It's one of the biggest mistakes they've ever made. I
yes.
wish Cane's would just steal it and do a gingerbread shake
All year round.
all year round. Cane's and gingerbread shakes. Boom.
You guys better
Home
be
run.
glad she waited till 8:13 to bring these in because in about 45 minutes from now, it's going to sound like a jazz band over here. I'm so lactose intolerant.
It'll be that French quarter.
You are lactose intolerant, and you just
I love them.
inhaled
Yeah,
an
he loves
entire
them.
shake. Isn't there a pill you're supposed to take before you
That's what the girls tell me.
Fuck. All right.
Chris takes it the next day.
I do.
The Wolves are at the Lakers tonight at 10 o'clock, Marnie. 10 o'clock.
Oh, man.
Minnesota is 40-24, but the Lakers, don't look now, the Lakers are red hot. They've won 5 of their last 6. They're up to 39-25. The Wolves have won 8 of their last 10, but those 2 losses were both really ugly, like heart-crushing, like, wow, we are not even trying kind of losses. So the 8 wins are great. The 2 losses are sticking in everybody's head going, is that what we're going to see creep in the postseason, or can we see the other team? Because the team that we saw against Orlando was a disaster.
That was. But if it's only going to happen 2 times in 10 games, okay, I guess. The situation is this. The Wolves are in 3rd, and that's great. That is the place to be. We're not going to get any higher than that. It's just not mathematically and realistically possible. So 3 is the best case scenario. But they're only a half game clear, 1 half game clear of Houston, and 1 game clear of the Lakers. And another half game behind that is Denver. So that is where the crunch is. Crunch. It goes Wolves, Rockets, Lakers, Nuggets. And that's a game and a half separating those 4 teams. And on this road trip, the Wolves tonight and tomorrow have a back-to-back. And it's Lakers-Clippers. And Clippers are 8th. They're a ways back, but they are in the mix. And this is a road back-to-back. So
in the mix.
That's right. This road trip goes Lakers, Clippers, Warriors, Thunder.
Win-win, loss-win.
Really?
You heard me.
The worst team.
We beat
is the
everybody but
loss.
Golden State.
Interesting.
Yeah, we let off the gas.
You lit off the gas?
Oh, please stop being you.
That's right.
Oh, my God. Oh,
that hurts.
That's brutal.
So a lot to be decided here in the final month and change of the regular season, but it's so much fun to be a relevant team.
Hell yeah.
Every night matters. Every game matters.
Amen.
We might not be up and watching every minute of this 10 o'clock start tonight, 9:30 tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Friday night.
Yep.
But we are interested in the results.
More to
Very
the
much so.
point that, again, they've won 8 of 10, but the 2 that we've lost just feel like devastating. And a lot of us, I think a lot of people outside of the Twin Cities forget that this team has made the Western Conference Finals 2 consecutive years.
Hawk has it.
The Wolves have the 5th best record in the NBA, and it doesn't feel like it, right?
In the entire
In the
NBA.
entire
Yep,
NBA.
not just what.
5th
Yes.
best record in the league, and it doesn't feel like it. The only 4 that are better, OKC, the Spurs, and Wemby, Detroit, and Boston.
Yeah. Which tells you those teams have these kinds of losses too. Good teams lose to teams they shouldn't, or to bad teams, or to teams with terrible injury situations. It happens all the time. It just feels like we're the only ones. And it's not. And they're still bad losses, and you still can't excuse it away. And Sunday's performance was Not great.
No.
It
hideous.
wasn't, yeah.
Can't lose to that team like that.
It was kind of a no-show.
Yeah.
But if it's an isolated incident and you don't see something like that for another 2 weeks, then you can go, okay, I guess.
So if the season ended today, and it doesn't, we would hook the Nuggets in round 1.
Ouch.
Yeah, that'd be
Well,
sweet.
But we can beat them.
Yes.
Yeah, we can,
Yeah,
yeah.
we can. Now, when we just played them, they didn't have Aaron Gordon, and he did play last night. And that was an epic game last
That's
night.
Hawk's favorite player.
Aaron
Right, Hawk?
Gordon is?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
I
I
didn't
like
realize.
Commissioner?
I like
Yeah.
DG. I call him Gordo.
DG?
I would much rather face the Rockets or the
Is he the
Lakers,
case of
though.
Derek
Wouldn't you,
Gordon?
No.
Barnes?
Aaron. I think that's what it is.
Wouldn't you
First
rather
name.
face the Rockets or the Lakers as opposed to the Nuggets in round 1? If you could pick.
Yes. Yes.
Hawk, who would you rather play?
I'd probably rather play the Buckskins.
What does that mean?
You
I don't
asked
know.
a question, I gave you an answer.
Yeah, quit being you.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm watching a trailer for a show called The Miniature Wife.
You're in.
Oh, my God.
It's not about little people, is it?
This guy accidentally shrunk the kids, only he shrunk his wife. It's got that one lady in it who's a stripper, like a pornographer lady in that one movie. Elizabeth Banks. Is that her name? Elizabeth Banks? Yeah, Elizabeth Banks. She's
No, Elizabeth Banks is the
Host of Press Your Luck.
Yeah, her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she's the
in,
miniature wife.
Pitch Perfect.
Oh, she's about to get run over by a Roomba.
What is this called?
If Rick
The
Moranis
Miniature
is not
Wife.
in this movie, then they failed.
The Miniature Wife, a Peacock original, new series, April 9th. Looks fantastic. Couldn't hear a word of it, but it looked fantastic. I was wondering what, how, because she's about the size of a finger. So I was wondering, how,
Stop.
That idea is just the worst.
Well, that's what I thought too. I didn't want to see that. It's got to be the end of the series, though, right?
Yeah, and yes, you do want to see it. Right?
Who is that Elizabeth you're thinking of?
Elizabeth Banks, right? That's her name, isn't it?
Who's the one that was in that terrible Elizabeth?
Oh, you're thinking of Elizabeth Berkley.
From Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
She was
Oh,
in
yeah.
Showgirls.
Yeah, that's the movie you were thinking.
No,
right?
no. Elizabeth Banks was.
She was in Zack and Miri Make a Porno.
which is a great film.
Oh.
Great film
With Seth Rogen.
Really well
Yeah,
done.
it's very.
I thought
it's
you were
very
thinking
good.
of Showgirls.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you
welcome.
for thinking, though.
You're welcome.
You got your Elizabeths mixed up. You were thinking about Elizabeth Reese from Twin Cities Live.
Lilibet. Yeah.
Yeah.
When
she
I
does
think
a lot
of
of adult entertainment. She dabbles when she's not gardening.
I really want to say something that I just thought of that I never thought of before, but it's going too far when we're talking
Oh,
about
I know. I think involving Elizabeth.
Yeah.
I think I know what you thought because I
What?
think I.
About her cups.
Which Elizabeth?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Her
Yeah.
cups?
I just had her cups the other day.
Excuse me?
Reese's cups.
Wow.
Thank you. I can't
That's what
believe
you
read
both
my mind.
thought of?
That's unbelievable.
We've been working a while together.
Yeah, if you're right.
Corey, this lady's name in The Miniature Wife is Lindy Littlejohn.
That's a terrible name.
Littlejohn.
Well, she got to go to the bathroom somewhere.
How come? Have you seen that the Hershey Company has acknowledged
Oh,
that
yeah.
the cup recipe has changed?
Yeah, we broke it down. We gave him credit
Okay.
for calling it because
Yeah.
So pleased.
we thought he was nuts. But what is it? Was it the grandson? The grandson of whatever Reese
Yeah.
said, they changed the formula.
I'm so pleased.
That must give you great validation to know you didn't go crazy and your taste buds didn't
Yeah.
either.
I had people tell me it's because I was old.
I said maybe it was COVID.
You did say
Because a
that.
couple of things have changed for me
Yeah.
since I had COVID.
Right,
The
right.
taste.
What has changed for you, Hawk?
I just can't eat fish anymore. I don't like it. I hate the taste of fish. I really do. I'm being honest when I say that. I can't eat seafood of any kind. It grosses me out now. I wasn't like that before COVID.
Well,
It's the truth. I don't know what the deal is. I don't even like going to Seattle down to the fish district.
The market?
Yeah.
Well,
I
how
don't
do-
like it. It's overwhelming to me.
How do you hang out with your sister?
I wish you'd stop being you.
Billy. Billy loves it.
You know what else I
Headlines.
can't do? You know what else I can't do, Cor? This is the truth.
Fridays in Lent.
That's true too. Thank you, but I've moved on from the fish thing.
Oh.
Candle stores, they're too strong for me. I can't go into them.
What about
they
that
almost knock
boutique
me
you
out.
love in Plymouth?
I know it. I love, but the smell is too much for me, and it's been since COVID. If somebody says, "Hey, smell this candle," it almost kills me.
Yes, there's something in a perfume and a cologne that certain people wear, and they walk by me, and I will gag.
Dude, that sucks because do you guys care if I self-promote?
Not at all.
I had a friend ask me to invest in a candle company. It's called Serenity by Jan. So I'm what?
He's not here.
I mean, he's listening, but he's not here.
You wouldn't believe how many Gwyneth Paltrow candles I have
That's
that I can't use them.
Yeah, but
All candles?
What about Candlebox?
Great band. Red
Hello,
Hawk.
baby. Meow, meow,
Great
meow.
son.
That's Litterbox.
That's not where that goes.
Meow.
Your mic, son.
Litterbox.
Meow, meow, meow.
Headlines next. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
Hopkins this Thursday from 5 to 7. You can stop by for drink specials, games, and to register for a chance to win a spot in the Vikings Foundation Golf Tournament. Get the full details now at KFAN.com, keyword golf.
You got that right, Zacho. Welcome back. It's Tuesday on the Power Trip. Regular cast of characters plus Marty Galarnar.
Thanks
Hi,
for having
Margie.
me. Yeah, thanks.
We're always glad to have you.
Having me here.
Yeah. Looking forward to seeing you in the baseball sunshine. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
Do you know when your first game is? Is it opening day? When
I
you
do. No, because the Wolves are still playing and it conflicts. And so we like to be scheduled for entire series at a time as opposed to games. And I know the Twins open in Baltimore and then they go to Kansas City. And I am not on the schedule until the second home series, which is the Detroit Tigers, April 6th.
So a little less than a month away.
Yeah.
We're almost there.
Should we boycott the team until you're in?
Yeah, that seems appropriate.
I think so, too. We're going to get several inches of snow in Minnesota.
I know.
Tonight into tomorrow.
The Apple weather app is predicting, hold on here, 10 to 12 on Sunday.
Are you kidding me?
Inches of
For
snow?
us?
Oh my! I'm
on Sunday. Yeah,
I'll be driving home from northern Wisconsin then, so you guys might do the show without me on Monday.
I'm gonna have
I'll
to
be skiing then.
text Belinda Jensen.
Yeah, damn near impossible to predict that a week ahead or that far ahead. So,
But what about the balloons?
5 days.
Yeah, Zach.
Yeah, what about those weather
What
balloons?
do they say?
well, we'll find out when they get launched on Friday what the idea is.
So the Weather Channel app on Sunday says about 1 inch of snow expected.
It's all over the place.
That is all over.
So it's almost like we don't know yet.
Yeah.
What
But we
does
gonna
the
get some
Care
tonight.
11 app say?
It says check back Friday.
It says check back after the balloons go up.
It's just a phone number, it's personal line for Belinda Jensen. You hit that, and then you call and ask her.
Bell.
Hi, Belle.
They used to have that weather line forecast service. I used to call all the time.
Mr. Movie Phone, Mr. Weather Phone.
Yeah.
Hello.
The party zone.
Hey, Belinda got on the board on Friday. She got one.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Most people
She
get
took a
shut
lot
out.
of swings too.
Yep. Forklift, lift, fork.
Now it's time for headlines.
All right, so look, if Zach had blown that game on Friday and then gotten sick during the high school hockey tournament, like it would have been really, really, really bad.
Yeah, poor Zach.
But he didn't.
But he didn't. He won. He powered through.
Yep.
Great call on Saturday, the whole bit. But now I think on Tuesday, March 10th, I'm going to piss him off by simply reading a headline.
Oh, boy.
You guys ready?
Yeah.
And I read. Pepsi is surging in popularity among 18 to 34-year-olds because they value, quote, quality.
Okay.
I mean, I literally gagged it up when I tried it blindly.
Why would you try it blindly?
That Diet Coke test thing and Kara threw a
Yeah,
Pepsi
blind
in there.
taste test. Trying to decide where all the Diet Cokes were from.
Right.
And she did
Not
put a
good.
Pepsi in there, and Zach did kind of almost peek it up.
Wow.
Horrible.
Well, you seem to be in the minority because 18 to 34-year-olds, your generation, are all of a sudden loving Pepsi.
Well, I don't get what was the word you used? Quality?
Because that group, 18 to 34-year-olds, claim that they value quality.
Well,
Yeah, take that, Zach.
where the hell does that even come from? Value quality.
Obviously, our listeners don't know.
Well played, whoever said that.
Are there ingredients like cleaner or something?
No, Zach, could it be possible that a couple of your theories are working together here? What if 18 to 34-year-olds grew up on Coke Freestyle?
That's true.
And then they try Pepsi for the first time and they're like, well, this is different. So maybe they're anti-Coke Freestyle and they don't know that, other Coca-Cola
I
options are
suppose
available.
that would be a step up, yeah.
Yeah. Well said.
I
See?
warned them, man. I told the Coca-Cola company back in the day, I said, you guys can't do this. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Did you email him?
I did a strongly worded letter back in the early 2010s.
Oh.
I mean, it worked with Burger King. I told them to stop, and they've switched back. Wendy's is going to learn a tough lesson, and they're already what's happening to Wendy's now? They're closing all these stores. Quit doing it.
What, having freestyle or going to Pepsi?
Switch it. Well, both.
Did you see they're
Arby's
gonna make
learned their lesson.
They're going to make a
Yep, Arby's.
what do you call those? A like ketchup and mustard and all those.
Yeah,
things?
condiments.
Condiment machine that's like
like freestyle.
freestyle. Yeah.
People keep asking me about that, and I would love to try it. And if it tastes like ketchup, then great. It's a wonderful thing. If it tastes like a sad excuse of a condiment, then it sucks.
What condiments do you eat?
Ketchup.
Ramsay's.
There's
That's
a
it?
part of me that I'm just picturing little Zachy Halverson like in second grade doing his ABCs in school, and somebody goes like me would have said, "Why is this kid learning how to write? He's in the digital generation. He's never going to have to learn how to write." And then you fast forward to the 2010s and the 2020s, and little Zachy Halverson is still writing letters, strongly worded ones to fast food restaurants that use Coke Freestyle.
He's pissed.
He writes letters like the Unabomber only to fast food restaurants. And probably movie theater chains when they go to Coke Freestyle.
All of them do for some stupid reason. Had it again last week. Yuck. Back to you, Corey.
I can't believe this didn't happen. Maybe it did happen all the time back in the day, but it seems to happen frequently enough that it's in the news, but it happened again. An angler was arrested during a bass tournament in Texas on Sunday and charged with violating fishing tournament rules after multiple weights were found inside of a bass that he had caught.
I mean,
I wonder if that happened a ton back in the day.
Oh, I'm sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Like some guy figured it out like, man, I have never won one of these tournaments. If only this bass weighed like a half a pound more. And he realized, why don't I just stuff this stupid fish with weights? They're not going to cut it open like it's the shark from Jaws.
A what?
And then he started winning tournaments. And now it happens once in a while. But yeah, since there's prizes on the line, it's illegal. Paul, your hands up.
Fishing question. If you're like really good at it, where you're like in tournaments every weekend and you're doing it a lot and it's your favorite thing to do, don't you think you could like eyeball like the difference between like, if you say you have like a 10-pound fish, but it measures out at like 25, don't you think you'd go, well, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't look anything near a 10-pound. You know what I mean?
No, it's a good point.
Like,
I do see your
people
point there.
who are like really into fishing could eyeball a fish and go, it's probably about 8 pounds, not 35 pounds.
I don't think people that are adding weights are quadrupling the weight of the fish where it looks like, you know, like some kid's wearing a trench coat, but he's Jabba the Hutt underneath. Right.
Yeah.
It's you probably turn a 9-pound fish into a 10.5 or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's probably you're incrementally increasing your entire haul, right? I don't know how many fish you get to register or count. I don't know that, but my guess is it's incremental, so they don't notice. If you turn an 8-pound fish into a small Rottweiler,
trophy.
It weighs 42 pounds.
It's shaped like a barbell.
No, if you hold it out for the camera, then your 8-pounder is now the Minnesota record. It's
correct.
35. Nobody's the wiser.
Yeah.
Man. When there's money on the line, people will cheat.
You ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I had a friend from college that got married, and this was like years ago, like 20 years ago, and one of her friends was married to a professional fisherman, and I didn't really know him well, and I didn't get to chat with him well. I just remember seeing him, and so because he was at a wedding, he couldn't wear a hat, couldn't wear glasses, and the man was white here, and then just dark chin.
So just
and
the all-time tan lines from the sunglasses on the lake.
Absolutely. And like dark hands and forearms and just.
That's funny.
Yeah. And just the white stripe of the sunglasses across the side of the head.
Battle scars, basically.
Yeah.
He's a pro, man.
Got to look the part.
What makes you good other than knowing what special lures and all those
Yeah,
things.
you
and
know the
spots
right
and-
depths, you know the right
depth,
spots,
yeah.
you
Sure,
know
that's
the
all
lures, you know.
research, though.
You're willing to put the worm on the hook, which Hawk and I are not willing
way,
to
man.
do.
That's 90% of it.
That's man work.
Yeah, I
I'm
ain't
not
doing that.
doing that. No, that's yucky.
I am not above wearing dishwashing gloves
Yeah.
To get
bait
the
a hook.
yeah, exactly.
Or
About
to get the
time.
fish off.
Oh,
Yep.
your mic's on.
What's wrong with my hands?
He meant
For
you should
fishing.
be
For
washing
fishing.
dishes.
My God!
Chris, you have a handful of publicly known lifelong fears, right?
Sure. Yeah, I don't like heights.
Yep. Claustrophobia, right? You don't like small spaces.
Bad thing for me, yeah.
You also have had a fear since you were a kid that
I'm going to find a dead body.
you're going to
when I'm
find a
walking
dead
around,
body.
yeah.
Yeah.
A couple of hikers thought they had found human remains in Pennsylvania, so they called the authorities. But police are no longer investigating any further because they realized it was a deer carcass.
Dear God.
But I mean, can you imagine?
Oh,
Much like we talked about, what did that gal see over the airplane seat that she thought the bomb threat was real
Oh,
or that
yeah.
flight had to be
Yeah,
diverted?
right.
What did the pile of bones look like where they thought this was human remains?
I can't even imagine.
Because
Right.
Yeah.
if you see any fur remaining, you're like, well, that's a deer.
Right.
Yeah.
So it must have been just bones?
Decomposed? Was it dark?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, nighttime?
But hikers thought they found human remains.
Was it Kurt Bills?
And no, it was not Kurt Bills.
Was it a Pepsi freestyle machine?
Oh.
It was in Pennsylvania.
I'd take the deer carcass.
It was in Pennsylvania, so that's part of the Cunanan Trail. Right,
Yeah.
right now, Bonus is currently doing the reverse Cunanan
Wow.
from Florida to Minnesota.
Yes, he is.
So I assume he's going to go right through these human remains in Pennsylvania.
Do you see he texted us?
He
Yeah.
did.
Yeah,
He said he's in Atlanta tonight, so he's wondering if there's any good spots to get wings.
Yep. He's going to Magic City.
I can't believe he is.
It's going through Minot?
He's going to
Yeah.
walk
What a
in there and
great
I'm going to be
road
like,
trip.
John.
He's going the wrong way if he's in Minot right now.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Marnie, I'm not asking for your political leanings. I'm not asking for your political takes.
Yeah, go for it.
But do you feel that the country of the United States of America once in a while would want to vote for literally anybody else but the people that are on the ballot, right? For a lot of races, it's like, I don't want either one of these. I would vote for literally anybody else.
Sure. Yeah.
That's something we hear once in a while, right? Is
Yeah.
two terrible choices. Please, I wish we had a third option.
Okay.
A guy named Dustin Eby
The
legally
Wolves draft pick?
no
Duty.
nope.
Duty.
The ice cream guy?
Dustin Eby literally legally changed his name to literally anybody else. That's his full name. First
Okay.
name literally, middle name
That's pretty
anybody, last name else. He did it because he wanted to run for president in 2024. He did, but nobody really cared. But now he's not done. There's a mayor in North Richland Hills, Texas.
Goldie Wilson.
Nope. That is currently running unopposed. And I guess a lot of the town doesn't like him, but he doesn't have an opponent. So this guy's like, I'll throw my hat into the ring. So now when you vote, apparently May 2nd in the general election, the current challenger for Mayor Jack McCarty is literally anybody else. So when you go to the ballot, it's, do you want Jack McCarty or do you want literally anybody else?
That's brilliant.
That's a great.
That's brilliant.
It's great.
That's a lot
That's
of work.
dedication to the bit, man.
He says he someday does plan to change it back, but for now, that's his actual name. And somebody asked, literally, what party are you from? And he said he doesn't affiliate necessarily with any party. He does lean Republican, but he is not associated with any political party.
Well, with a name like literally anybody else, you would sort of have to be your own.
Right, because by
independent-
definition, you don't like
Yeah,
Republicans or Democrats. You like any other option but the two. So
that's great.
May 2nd, literally anybody else might be the mayor of North Richland Hills, Texas. He's 37 years old, and he's probably got a pretty good sense of humor. He's an animal technician at a university lab in Dallas.
Oh.
So he's probably pretty smart, too. Just being a smartass. Love it.
I hope his friends call him Lit.
Yeah. Or tree.
Or Mr. Else.
Yeah, or...
Yeah, if you went to high school with literally anybody else, what would his nickname be?
probably Lit, and then we just call him It, and then he would be like Pennywise, and then Stephen King, and King, and we'd call him
King Charles the First.
King Charles the First, and then we'd call him
Numero Uno.
One, and then we'd call him Uno, and then we'd call him
Neo. Like
Dos.
they need to say that's the Matrix.
Yeah. They go along.
A lot of options.
Yeah,
really.
a lot of options.
Let's stay on Chris for a second because a lot of times on the Power Trip Morning Show, we reference an act called pulling a hockey, and it's not what you think it is.
No.
It means quietly leaving a party pretty early in the party, but just leaving when he's had enough, saying goodbye to no one, and just walking out the door.
It's a brilliant move. It really is.
Thank you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Other people call it an Irish exit, a French leave. I've never heard that. A French leave.
That's Tommy's favorite.
Anyway, what percentage of people say it is rude to leave a party without saying goodbye to at least the host, specifically the host of the party?
Yeah.
What percentage of people say it's rude to leave a party and pull a hockey without saying goodbye to the host? Now, in fairness to Chris, he once pulled a hockey at his own house.
I was tired.
A party he was hosting. He just went upstairs without saying goodbye to his own guests
I
who
was there.
continued to party.
They did
was
party
there,
for a
yeah.
long time, yeah. Yep.
You think it's rude? Do you think it's rude, Marty, or not?
Yeah, I mean, to the host, for sure. I mean, not rude to the point where I am now offended, but I would say, like, just basic manners. I'd lightly say, yeah, it's probably
Okay.
rude.
So what percentage of the U.S. says yes?
Over half, probably 75%.
Sauce.
60.
Chris.
30.
Zach.
69%.
See, Chris knows his own game.
Damn right.
33% say it's rude. The other
really?
67%, I guess, say no big deal.
Okay.
But 52% say it depends on how big the party is. For example, if it's a giant party,
Forget it.
then,
Yeah, you don't-
then you don't
you ain't gotta track
No,
them all.
because that host doesn't have to say 200 goodbyes. Just leave. So the bigger the party, the more likely it is you can pull a hockey without having to say goodbye.
If it's a celebration of life for one of the two of you, then say goodbye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, no.
One of the two of you.
Why? Right. Right.
Okay.
Because you might
Yeah.
not see him again.
Let's say it was my celebration of life, Hawk. Who would you talk to first?
Well, I'd be too busy celebrating to talk to anybody.
Is the Matrix going to be there?
No.
I'd actually walk up to Papa.
I'm talking to Kel first. See what her plan is.
Good point. You know, he's got a point, though.
Yeah, he
You want to make
does.
sure she's okay?
Yeah, he wouldn't.
Well, especially if I noticed she wasn't crying, I'd be like, "What are you doing next weekend?
Yeah.
Want to go skiing?"
Right.
Not like that.
She'd probably say no.
Can't blame her. That's actually a pretty smart choice. Hey, we've had Do Young Park on this show. He's played Jeopardy twice.
Yep.
He
Yeah.
joked he's one of the only people that's ever gone 0 for 2 because you don't get invited back unless you win. But he did that second chance bit. I don't remember if he told us this, but I read this in the prep service this morning. I watch Jeopardy almost every day because why not? Why not and why not?
Yeah, why not?
Jeopardy has all of the contestants standing on platforms that are adjusted to make sure they look like they're the same height. This helps reduce the need for constant readjustment of the cameras.
Yeah. And lighting. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
So I guess I've subconsciously known that it looks like they're always even, but I've never once been like, what are the chances they're all the same height?
Yeah, wow.
But the second I read that this morning, I'm like, they are all the same height.
they
Why
are.
have I not? Unless you have some, 7-foot freak. My guess is I don't know what they can do about that. But
No, but it's distracting when you have like someone like my height. I'm 5'4", and then you have a guy even who's like 6'3", and which are both fairly normal heights for people. But when they're next to each other, it's distracting. Like when we would do demonstrations on a TV screen when we had our studio, and I would stand next to Kevin Lynch. It looks really awkward.
So what do you do?
I would wear platform boots
And you'd
as
go
best I
barefoot.
could, and we'd just live with it. But the lighting looks weird because to get lighting on my face and his face at the same time, and we'd manipulate them as best as possible. But
interesting.
So for the Jeopardy contestants, now you're talking about like trying to pinpoint, and it's just easier to have them on the
Wheel of
same
Fortune
plane.
is the same thing, I believe.
Sure.
Oh.
I mean, probably also to help Ryan Seacrest not look.
Yeah, they put him on a ladder. Yeah.
Congrats, Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, congrats.
we're all here for you,
Yeah.
brother.
That's a
So
nice
glad
way
to
to
be,
go.
I'm glad you're doing good.
So glad to be on the team with you.
Yeah. But as Zach always points out, you can't email him.
No, you don't want to bug him.
There was an etiquette expert named William Hanson that some people think he's just rage baiting us. He's trying to get us mad and look for clicks and get attention and get his name out there. But I just said it, so I fell for it. His name is William Hanson. He's an etiquette expert. The internet's mad at him because he claims we have been eating cereal wrong our entire lives. He believes the proper way to eat cereal involves a spoon and a fork.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I know that guy. Yeah.
He says you should use the fork to gently push the cereal onto the spoon so the flakes don't splash or escape the bowl.
What?
Gross.
This guy
Yeah.
parties.
Oh, yeah.
Can you imagine? That's psychotic.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's like going silently to Madison with Erasmus James for 5 hours.
Dead silence.
If you started dating a gal and week 1, say she sleeps over, and the next morning she's making cereal for herself, and she's using a spoon and a fork.
Yeah.
I mean, at 22, who cares? At 40, almost 46, I'd say this ain't gonna work.
Hawk
This
can
is
say,
I don't have time for this.
What the hell are you still doing here?
You stayed over?
Why are you here? I pulled a hockey in the bed.
Yeah, he'd say, I only paid you for an hour.
Yeah. Lawyer Lambert, get out of here.
And then he'd go to the fridge and get his own cereal.
Ick.
Yeah.
And drink it with a straw.
Yeah, I'm right. Me and the refrigerator Perry.
Wow.
You dated a refrigerator, Perry.
probably
Marge, your
did.
thoughts on a spoon and a fork using that for your cereal?
No, that's an absolute no. But what if she's using the fork to correctly scoop things onto the spoon and being all proper, and then
By the way, it is not hard to get cereal on a spoon.
No. I mean, how
Is this a
drunk
task
are you?
that I'm just elite at and the rest of you are struggling with? Because it's very easy.
Very easy, yeah.
Kids do it.
Yeah.
And they do it well. They're efficient at it. Man.
Yeah, that's a weird...
Corey, I don't mean to hijack your bit, but it's happened again.
Go on.
Rutledge D's, the 4th, has been picked up again by Louisiana State Police Special Victims Unit. Detectives determined the D's was again posing as an individual with special needs to get women to change his diapers.
Oh, God.
Remember, we told the story about this guy.
Hang
We
on.
told the story about this guy before. He will not stop.
Yeah.
He's been now arrested for the 3rd time.
What's his name?
Rutledge D's.
Come on.
And kind Corey,
Yes.
you have compassion for him?
Does he have severe mental illness or is he just a pervert?
Well, I
my
wouldn't
decision-
ask him. He seems like a pretty unreliable source.
I'd say he's a perv.
Yeah.
So whoever changes his diapers probably cleans D's nuts.
Well played. Yeah.
You have to.
You have to. That's part of cleaning the
You
diaper.
have to. You're just doing your job, man.
and they're cleaning D's cheeks too.
Yeah.
Rutledge D's.
Dem cheeks.
I literally thought you were just setting up a joke.
I was
same.
not. I'm telling you, it's his real name.
I mean, I didn't remember his name. I remember we talked about a guy posing to get his diaper changed. But when you said his name was Rutledge D's, I'm like, this is a D's nuts joke
Yeah.
for sure. I'm not falling for this.
Yeah.
And then it was real. You never know.
Oh my God, this is too good to be true. Listen to, well, I'm sorry, that's not the right way to say it. Troopers allege that D's utilized social media advertisements to obtain home health care for his brother Corey.
Spelled how?
Cory.
Damn it, he spelled it the right way.
Yeah.
Corey D's.
So that happened again. This time he's going to jail. He better go to jail. That's the way it all starts. Am I right?
Yeah, it's a weird fetish.
Not a lot of diapers in prison.
No.
I don't think. Man.
Yeah, yucky.
God, people are weird.
Super weird.
There's 8 billion people. By definition, there just has to be freaks.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Change
So-
your own diaper. There's got to be a lady out there who'll do it for the right price, but he probably doesn't like it as much if they're doing it willingly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right. He likes the ruse, right? He likes
Yeah,
that
right.
they're getting tricked. He doesn't
Yeah.
want willing participants.
No.
Yucky.
Why do I explain it like I know his fetish?
Yeah.
Right, like
You're his brother.
Like I'm familiar with
I'm
the
researching a
logic.
book.
No. He doesn't like it if you do it willingly. You have to be fooled.
Yeah.
That's the turn on is the fool.
Wait a minute. Are you Corey Dees?
Oh,
I
man.
fell for this again?
Jeez.
I recognize Dee's nuts.
Oh my God! Why was the music playing?
She doesn't care
She
anymore.
doesn't care. What do you care?
Marnie's mailing it in.
Thank you, Marcy.
Marnes, we'll see you on Friday again, right?
Okay.
So you're not on TV tonight because it's national TV, right? 10
That's
o'clock.
right.
But tomorrow for the Wolves Clippers. Is that right?
Game
Tomorrow?
will be on FanDuel.
That's tomorrow.
That's correct.
All right, pregame is what? What time is that game tomorrow then?
Midnight.
Got it. Okay, whatever.
Oh, that game will be on FanDuel.
That game will be on FanDuel.
National TV tonight. And on Sunday, I will be hosting
There we go.
A party at Treasure Island.
Oh, that's
because
right.
the Wolves will be on ABC against the OKC
Is
Thunder.
Rutledge
So
Dees stopping by?
Yeah, well, Rutledge.
if he's looking for a free Bloody Mary bar and a free breakfast at Treasure Island,
I think he's looking for a
he will
Dirty
be.
Harry bar.
Are you willing to change his diaper?
I'll think about it.
Okay, because
okay,
he
good.
doesn't want you to want to do it. He wants you to be fooled into doing it.
I want you to want
Rutledge
Dees.
D's. How do we get Rutledge D's to be at the Power Trip State Fair show?
I don't know.
Talk to the Saints.
Talk to the St. Paul Saints. Change Rutledge's diaper night at CHS Field. We'll see you on Friday, Marnes.
Okay, bye.
9 to noon is next. The Power Trip returns tomorrow, 5:30 to 9.
Everybody have a wonderful day.
You too, Abby Dabba. Love you.